out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray beats it downfield. It's caught. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers. Kevin Durant from downtown. It's a 6-point game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to everybody. How is everybody doing? It is your boy Lewis coming back at you once again with another live stream, once again with another video. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. So, the NBA is back. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. NBA basketball preseason. It is the Sacramento Kings versus the Portland Trailblazers right here on the Lewis Sports Network, man. Salute to the entire chat. Hope everybody is able to come through. Salute. And so far, we only got Jay over here. Well, salute to you anyway, man. Again, shout out to you. He says the most wonderful time of the year. It is basketball. That is right, my friend. So we got preseason action. I can't wait to actually look at this game. I want to see the new pieces for Portland. We got Robert Covington. We got Harry Giles III, who, funny, they acquired from this team in Sacramento. Also, Derrick Jones Jr., who they acquired from Miami. So, you know, the Blazers kind of retooled a little bit in the offseason. They also was able to sign Melo. They was able to get him back. So, you know, that's big as well. And even if it's preseason, man, hopefully it is a good game. So, like I said, we are back and we are in here, man. Make sure to smash that like and make sure to hit that subscribe for the Lewis Sports Network, man, as you guys come in. So, going to get ready for this preseason action. Should be on here shortly. So, we have some other NBA games, other NBA preseason games that we had today. We had the Magic and the Hawks. Magic's win 116-112. I know it's preseason, but again, for some people, it actually matters. So there you have it. My Knicks, who went up against the Detroit Pistons, they win 90-84. I like to listen. I know it's one preseason game, and we got to see what's going on in the regular season. But at the very least, from what I saw, the Knicks, they competed and they played very well defensively. So, you know, I like what I saw even for one game. We'll see how the rest of the preseason goes, and then heading into the new year, into the new season. But the Knicks win by 6, 90-84. The Rockets, they are destroying the Bulls right now, 112-88 in the fourth quarter. I got to see a little bit of John Wall and a little bit of Boogie Cousins, and I got to say that coming off an injury, I know it's one game. Obviously, they got to work themselves into game shape, but both of those guys look great. They look great. Salute to Michelle's daughter. Salute to Karam. Salute to Freddie Gee in the building. Appreciate all you guys coming in already. So salute to you guys. And also the Clippers are playing the Lakers tonight, but there is no LeBron, there is no AD. I kind of knew that. Yeah, preseason is already here. What do you think? I knew that was gonna happen. It was it's a quick turnaround, so I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that they were going to try to push it. It's again, this got to do a lot with the money that was lost. So I knew that they were going to try to push the season earlier than usual, man. So I knew. You know, no surprise there. So hopefully, let's see if we can get this game started. Okay, so far nothing yet, but should be starting somewhere soon, man. Again, salute to everybody that is here so far. I'm also looking to see the Sacramento Kings, they just got Joe Dumars. He is now the president of basketball operations over there because Vlade Divac stepped down. So I'm wondering what kind of job he's going to do there. I know he did a terrific job when he was in Detroit. Turned them into perennial contenders, you know, for quite a few years while they reigned the Eastern Conference. So, and shout out to Jay in the chat as well. So I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I don't know. For me, I still think that they got to get rid of Luke Walton, in my opinion. I don't think he's the coach for the Sacramento Kings, in my personal opinion. But I just felt like he just got such a quick opportunity the minute he got fired from the Lakers, and remember, it was all of what he did in Golden State. So that was kind of a mess. But now that Vlade stepped down and now Joe Dumars is taking over, we'll see what he can do. But I can't honestly, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, man. All right, man. So hopefully this is a good one. Let me just. Freddie Gee says, man, this is a super quick turnaround, but they lost a lot of money, so it's understandable. NBA players got to earn it the hard way this time. I bring back the 3 games in 3 nights. Another thing that's happening because these NBA players got paid, I'm telling you, the owners are gonna see what this whole what politics has done to basketball, and they're gonna tell you that it's been costing them money. And I'm telling you, you're going to see these owners beat to a different tune by the time that the new CBA agreement comes into place, by the time that they have their next their next meetings and discussions. Corral says Luke Walton needs to be fired. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. He needs to be fired. I mean, what more can you say, honestly? He really does need to be fired. The reason being is because they're going to say, man, he couldn't coach. He was never really that great of a coach. Shout out to Ron Cowan in the building. What is good, bro? Again, guys, make sure to like the video, man, and make sure you guys share this on your social media platforms. Again, smash that like. It does good for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully this doesn't. Let me just see what happens here. Can't wait to get this game started. He's not that good. He is not that good. I just felt like he just got the opportunity just like that. And it's funny because he was dealing with a scandal right before he even got that job. So I knew something was up. I just knew something was up. Shout out to Godzilla Suplex, man. What is good, bro? Appreciate you being here. Freddie says, oh, yeah, off top, Tobias Harris, Mike Conley, and Chris Middleton going to have to give back 65% of that max contract. The owners need that back. Oh, yeah. I told you. The social justice stuff is the reason why they're going to have to give all this stuff back. Jay says, Luke is a development guy, not a head coach. He will coddle if the young team needs it. That doesn't help young men after a certain point. Bring them along. Don't coddle them. Well, I will say he utilized Kyle Kuzma well. I can't say the same about Lonzo Ball. You cannot say the same about Lonzo Ball. I'm pretty sure this game has. Oh wow, this game starts at 10:30. Oh, I thought this game started at. Oh wow, I thought this game started at 10. So it's not until 10:30. But anyway, I'll just hang out with you guys anyway. In the meantime, Godzilla says, I think Portland is a top 5 team in the West based off of their roster. You know what? With the way the Western Conference is looking, Godzilla, I think that they can be. Because I think, to me, Denver kind of took a little bit of a dip because they lost Torrey Craig to Milwaukee, and then they also lost Jeremy Grant to the Pistons. Shout out to LeBron James, the GOAT. I know that's you, LBJ King. You're using your iPad? Okay. Oh, at this point, Lonzo can only help Lonzo. That's a fact. So I'm looking at the schedule, and I see that we have seven. What is it? Seven? Yeah, 7 games. So we got the Thunder. Oh, Karam, your Thunder play tomorrow. They play the Spurs. The Pacers play the Cavs. The Raptors play the Hornets. Grizzlies play the Timberwolves. We got the Mavs and the Bucks. We got the Nuggets and the Warriors. I would only consider doing the Nuggets and the Warriors just because of Steph Curry. I just think the Magic, the reason that I don't think the Magic might not make the playoffs this time around is because the East got a lot better. So because the East improved, well, I'm not gonna say a lot better, but the East has improved. And the thing is, Atlanta got better. Uh, Even though Washington, the trade didn't make sense in my opinion with Russ for the John Wall trade, the Wizards are going to improve. Freddie B says to Lou in the chat, what are the expectations for the season? What storylines are y'all the most interested in and marquee matchups that intrigue you the most? I mean, for one, obviously the biggest question is, can the Lakers repeat? That's one. Number two, how will the Clippers bounce back after blowing a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets, especially with what happened with Pathetic P and Kawhi Leonard, and obviously Doc Rivers now going to the Sixers. Obviously the James Harden situation. What team is he going to go to? Because either is Houston going to want to keep him so that he can play with John Wall and Boogie Cousins? Because John Wall is on record as saying that he thinks that he thinks that James Harden is going to stay, but James Harden has made it very clear that he is leaving, so he is gone. I mean, there's that. Obviously, the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant coming back from injury, Kyrie Irving, what's going to be the dynamic there? How are they going to do this season? Can the Miami Heat get themselves a superstar to possibly go back to the finals? Because I just don't know with their roster. Because remember, I said last year, and you guys have on record as saying this, I'm on record as saying I thought at best they could get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but I didn't see them getting to the NBA Finals. And the way that they demolished their competition in the playoffs, I don't know if you do that in a regular setting. So that's why I said that this season to me is going to say a lot more. Obviously, the return of Steph Curry. It hurts that Klay Thompson is out with the Achilles injury that he suffered in a workout. So now people are going to start saying, is Steph going to lead the Warriors, to an MVP season? I'm interested to see how James Wiseman plays. Let's see, what else? What other storylines are there? Shout out to Soccer Training Club. Appreciate you. You think Harden's going to Philly? I think it's most likely he might, but Philly to me doesn't have much to give. Godzilla says it all depends on how Damian Lillard improves and what system are they trying to submit him to improve the teammates. Yeah, I said that. They got their wing in Covington, so that helps. Again, blessings to you, Soccer Training Club. He says, not Paul George is the GOAT. I don't know who is. LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Will, Kareem. They ain't the GOAT. They suck against playoff P. Prove me wrong. Jay says, I want at least the Clippers and the Nuggets in the playoffs. At least that. Preferably Clippers in the West Finals. That won't change. Well, I'm interested to see what kind of system is Ty Lue going to run, because this is the first time that Ty Lue is actually playing with talent where he doesn't have to worry about being coached by another player. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So I got to see if Tyronn Lue can actually help the Clippers gel. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they got to play games. That whole, the load management, load management, whatever you want to call it, that can't happen this year. Because part of the reason why the Clippers were not that great is, and the thing is, they need leadership. They lack a playmaker. They need leadership, and they need chemistry. The Clippers are a good team. I just, we'll see what happens in a full year, how they get their chemistry. But the key thing is going to be health, and they have to set Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They have to set the example in the Clippers locker room. They just have to. I said, even when I picked the Clippers, I said that it depends on the personalities because you're talking about Pat Bev, Montrez, and Lou. Well, Montrez is now with the Lakers. I'm also interested to see how the Lakers are going to do with their new pieces. They just got Marc Gasol. I heard that Pau Gasol is training and he's attempting at a comeback. Possibly may want to play for the Lakers because he wants to play with his brother Mark. So that'll be interesting. I want to see how Drew Holiday does with the Bucks. They just got him. I want to see, and they just got Torrey Craig, so I want to see how the Bucks are. I also want to see if Lonzo Ball takes that next step now that he has Stan Van Gundy as a coach, because Stan has always been good at developing young players. You look at what he did with Dwight Howard, despite the fact that Dwight never really evolved his offensive game. I'll say he's one of the best defensive players to ever play. That's a fact. And athletic, too. Let me see. Let me just say, hold on. Okay. LeBron James Ago says, well, hopefully my Nuggets win, but I don't want them to go down 3-1 just because of rest and etc. Freddie Geese says, I think this Lakers championship is going to be tougher. The expectations and standards are there now, lots of pressure. Well, they had high expectations last year. It's just the pandemic lessened the expectations just because how people didn't want to be there. The Nets and Clippers both need leadership. I agree with that. Brooklyn is deep. They got talent, but they do lack leadership. I will say that. I should have said that. I'm interested to see how Steve Nash and D'Antoni are going to do in Brooklyn. I just don't understand the Amari hire because I feel like that's telling me that you're going to be running a lot of pick and roll. That's what that tells me. Freddie Gishi was in the comments a few days ago on the Lewis video, had at least 9 likes when I saw hers. Wait, what are you talking about? Did I miss? Oh, Layla. Okay, I see. Yes. Lewis, do you think Ibaka is better suitable than Hot Cheetos Montrezl Harrell? He's a better fit, and he actually gives them the consistent defense that Montrezl Harrell didn't give them last year. So I think Ibaka is a better fit, and I think it's actually an upgrade that they got Ibaka. Toronto's gonna. You also, what's Toronto gonna do now? Because they've lost. They lost even though they have Boshier, who I know they're going to develop, but they signed Van Vliet to that $85 million contract. They lost Ibaka and they lost Marc Gasol, so they're lacking bigs right now. So they're not going to be. Shout out to Brandon Nicholson. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Packers Go says, can you stream Bucks versus Mavs tomorrow? By the way, Harden might go to Milwaukee. I heard that Harden might go there. I'm going to try to see if I can. And shout out to Packers Go. I might do that game. I think I possibly might do that game. That game looks the most interesting to me. We also have the Suns and the Jazz. I actually want to see how Chris Paul's going to do with Devin Booker. Can Devin Booker take that next step? Can the Suns make the playoffs? I want to see how they do. So yeah, I definitely want to see that, man. Again, guys, make sure to like the video as you guys come in. Yeah, it came earlier than usual. I thought the game was at 10, but it's actually at 10:30. Let's see. LeBron James Ago says, how much does he need to prove this year? Not sure what he's talking about. Shout out to Emore in the building, man. That's right, man. He's diehard Kings fan. That's right, man. We back at it, man. I thought the game was at 10, but it's at 10:30. But it don't matter. I'm still gonna be doing the game anyway. So we could just chill in this half hour while people start to come in, because I know a lot of people haven't come in yet just because the game hasn't started. But definitely be here. But shout out to Emo for being here. That's right, man. Salute. 8:22. Oh, yeah, because we're 2 hours behind. That's right. I forgot because of daylight saving time. I so forgot about that. Let me look at the preseason schedule for. The Suns and the Jazz. I would want to do a Suns game just to see Chris Paul and Devin Booker play together in the backcourt. I would love that. Um, I'm talking to Kyrie. He needs to prove a lot this year. Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Octavius TX Made, man. Appreciate you being here. Freddie Gee says the Suns will be the 7th or 8th seed. They should get there if CP3 is semi-healthy and Ayton doesn't take steroids. Right. Because that's right. He missed what, 25 games last year due to the roids, PED usage. Performance enhancers, man. Gotta love those cubic zirconiums, aka vibranium. All right, so Sunday we have Emore says, how do you like the rookies on the Kings? I think the Kings rookies are going to be good. And like I said, I like the fact that Joe Dumars is now president of basketball operations in Sacramento, because I think now he'll change the culture in Sacramento, and I think hopefully he can make the moves to make the Kings winners again, because it's a shame. When I think of Sacramento, my favorite time of Sacramento, obviously, and the most successful time was the Arco Arena, Jason Williams, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, when he was a player, Stojakovic, John Barry, Tony Delk, Bobby Jackson. I could go on and on. Heck, Tyrell Corbin, Corliss Williamson, Nick Anderson, Doug Christie, Hito Turkoglu. Like, I miss that crew. Scott Pollard. Hopefully they could get back to those Kings teams again. Keon Clark. Hopefully they could get back to that team again. You know. LeBron and Giannis are best friends almost? Really? That 99-2000 era. Yo, the cowbells in Sacramento, bro. You can argue. I don't think there was no argument. I think that Arco Arena was probably the loudest crowd in the NBA during that time. No cap. No cap. I really think that Arco Arena was probably the loudest crowd in the NBA during their time. You know what's so crazy? I know Golden State gets, people love talking about, how it's always a great show to watch Golden State. But Sacramento was actually the team that many people called it the greatest show on earth. I think people forget that. I think people really forget that. They were called the greatest show on earth, and I think it was for a 6-year stretch. We're talking about from the lockout season in '99, from when Jordan retired, all the way to 2004, which was really like that last season where it was really like the toughest defensive era when we talk about NBA history. So it's crazy to me. That was just an unbelievable time. I always would tune into Kings games in the playoffs when they would play. I mean, I saw all their series from '99 to '04. I mean, the Kings, they had some battles. But I feel like for me, the end of an era for them was when Chris Webber got injured. I thought it was the end for them, because then they started to lead to multiple injuries, and then Chris Webber was never the same. And that was when he tore his ACL. Once he tore his ACL, I knew that he was never going to be the same. Didn't Chris Webber have an Achilles injury? I believe he had one. I could be wrong about that. Ron says, didn't the Raptors sign Aaron Baines? I think, but again, I think that they're going to. But I think the Raptors, they struck out though, because they lost 2 key pieces. And remember, Gasol was supposed to go overseas, but he ended up signing with the Lakers. So, Godzilla says, bro, the Raptors really struck out with Ibaka and Gasol. Now they have to trade their core in order to gain talent, when instead they could have sold off Lowry, Gasol, Ibaka, and get good picks in return. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know. The Raptors will be a playoff team once again this year. Again, they're in the Eastern Conference, but it's going to be a little bit harder for them just with how improved the East is. Like I said, you got Brooklyn rising up. Some of these teams that are now going to get competitive, it's going to be hard for them. And I look at a team like the Magic. That's why I think that as they just don't have enough, and they didn't go after anybody. So I just think that the Magic might not make the playoffs. Okay, Soccer Training Club says, what's your take on Kevin Durant returning from an Achilles injury? Should he play 50? Should he play 50% and then turn it up after All-Star break? They're going to monitor Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's got to work himself into game shape. I know what people are saying that, oh, his game doesn't really relate to athleticism and all that. But again, you're still never too short. Even look at Klay Thompson. He just injured his Achilles. I don't know what he's going to be like. And remember, also, he's coming off an ACL injury that he tore. And just when he was starting to look good, he tears up his Achilles, and now he's out for another year. So now Klay is in the John Wall situation. By the way, John Wall looks so good. I know I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but he looked really good out on the floor. He looked really good. Gotta give him props. Let me continue looking at the comments section. Kevin Durant just needs to work his way up. He really shouldn't be doing too much. I know Steve Nash is going to try to put him have him play all 5 positions. I think he just needs to work himself in the game shape first before he even considers. I would say start Durant off with like 25 minutes, I would say at the most, just to kind of get him used to the speed of the game again. This is what happens when you have your GM, the franchise former player. I think he was talking about Vlade. No, if LeBron, AD, and the others are enough to repeat, then it ain't enough. GA on the Lakers is too much. GA would have to play center, have to hit threes in the West to succeed. Right. That's a big point. I wouldn't say rest. I would say not play many minutes though. I would say with Kevin Durant not to play a lot of minutes. That's what I would say. That's where I would go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this game is going to be pretty much starting in just a bit. All right. So it is 10:30. So this game should be starting, man. Again, guys, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe also as you guys come in, if you guys haven't, man. So, and make sure to share this on your social media platforms. I'm giving you Portland Trailblazers, Sacramento Kings. Can't wait to see these two teams. Let me ask you a question. I know De'Aaron Fox got that $163 million contract extension. Do the Kings trade Buddy Hield or do they keep him? I know with Harrison Barnes has not turned out to thought he was going to be. Remember, he was compared to Paul Pierce when he was in college. Shout out to Ryan. I see you in the chat. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna look at that the 4-letter word network and their top 100 list. I could care less for it. If you guys want to check out that video, make sure you guys go check out that video on my channel on the videos that I uploaded earlier today. But it's nothing special. I knew they was gonna do that. They do that to get you to overreact. It's all clickbait. And then I see all these heads on the 4-letter word network getting all, so and so is not the 81st best player in this and this and this. I'm like, I could care less. Yeah, I do it on purpose. Look what Bleacher Report and the 4-letter network did with the top 50 list. That should tell you enough. So that's why when I look at that top 100 list, I could care less. It's like rating players in 2K. So I wouldn't even mess with that. All right, guys. So the Portland Trailblazers today play Sacramento twice. They played them on Sunday. They played them, and then they finish at Denver. So I think each team is actually playing 2 teams twice. The last games, I believe, are going to be the 17th and 18th. Remember, the regular season starts on the 22nd. On the 22nd of December, and then Christmas we got 5 games. So Jay says monitor minutes, just don't mess up situations like Pels did with Zion. Exactly, there was no rhythm. I feel you. Salute. I think Damian Lillard is underrated. He gets better every year, I guess, and very consistent. To be honest with you, I think Lillard is overrated. Not underrated. I would say overrated. Lillard's a great scorer, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have the intangibles to me that tells me he's a winner. You got my boy Buddy head down? I do, because I'm telling you, I think his time in Sacramento might be done. I got to see what team is going to take a chance to. That's right, because remember they lost. They lost Bogdanovich. They lost Harry Giles III. So yeah, Buddy's gonna have to. He's gonna have to ball today. He's gonna have to ball this year. And like I said, Portland got some athleticism with Derrick Jones Jr. I thought that was a very good pickup. That was a very good pickup. And then also getting Robert Covington, who could defend and shoot the three. But it's all going to depend on what Portland does, with their system. That's what I think. Ryan says, I feel like when LeBron stacked the deck on recent teams, he's the only one that the whole team leans on. Do you think this team is as deep as it is different circumstance for LeBron or the same? A lot of people have said that the Lakers are actually better now than what they were last year. But like Freddie Gee, I agree with him. There's more pressure this year because all these teams I think are going to get – all these teams are, not only are they improving, but then players that were injured, they've recovered. So, and kudos to Carmelo Anthony for re-signing with Portland. Because I said when he was there, I thought it was going to be a trial year for him to go to another team. But that's not the case. He decided to stay with the Blazers. So I guess he likes the situation he's in. So Ryan says, I mean in the playoffs for LeBron. Let me see. He's the only one on that whole team that leans on. Do you think this team is that deep for LeBron or the same? You mean in the playoffs? Dame is a great offensive player, but he's a tad bit overrated, to be honest. I agree. The reason being for Damian Lillard is because I just think that a lot of times Damian Lillard, because when I look at Dame's playoff career, Dame has had decent moments and he's had some decent series where he's played great. The problem is that there's been other series when he's been thoroughly outplayed by other point guards. You can look at Damian's playoff career. Even Steph, when he's had injured seasons, has outplayed Dame Lillard in the playoffs. If you want to look back at Dame's resume, I'm telling you, go check it out. It's been like that for a long time. Long time. Oh yeah, man, Melo shut me up last year, man. I was wrong about Melo, and he's a great teammate. He played his role well last year. Well, I'm happy that Melo was able to do that. I just wish he did that, when he was with the Knicks, when he was with the Rockets. The Rockets situation, I don't blame him too much. You can see what the real issue is with the Rockets right now. You can see it. And y'all know who I'm talking about. OKC, that didn't work out because I just said that you're putting three ball dominant players together. And it's funny because Paul George was actually doing pin downs in OKC. I love how a guy who talks acts like he didn't even pay attention. Christian says, are you going to show the game or are you just reacting? No, this is not a reaction. I'm doing play-by-play. I can't show the game for copyright reasons. If I do that, they will take down this stream. So I cannot do that. If you want to watch it, you can just type in streams, NBA streams, and then you'll be able to. There's a bunch of streams where you can catch the game. Freddie E says, I love Melo, but I didn't think he would adjust to being the third option or coming off the bench. I told you, Melo was coming off like an Allen Iverson type player, man. But I'm just happy that he didn't do that to himself because he would have never been in the NBA again. He would have been done. Melo's looking at 45%. Oh, I forgot Enes Kanter. I forgot that they picked him up again. I forgot about that. Jay says Dwight and JaVale didn't really work in the playoffs. I would have traded JaVale before the Dwight mess up. Mark and Montrezl bring a different and much smarter element to the position. I agree. It's true. Because the thing is, Dwight shows me that he still hasn't matured, despite the fact that he did help the Lakers out. But like Jay says in his comment, in the playoffs, when teams would go small or stretch the floor, they would have to take Dwight out. So That's a good point. Yeah, I know, but the LeBron and AD are both not playing. Kawhi Leonard is, I know he's playing. I know Paul George is playing. Shout out to G Money in the building. Emore says, I hope Whiteside gets 11 blocks. Oh, that's right. Whiteside's on the team. Blazers will find a way to F it up. They do it every year. What else is new, my man? The problem with the Blazers is even though they improve their roster, it's hard to win a chip playing hero ball with Dame and CJ. Well, that's what I said. What is Terry Stotts going to do? What are they going to do? G Money already comes off the bat and is talking about his top 10 worst playoff performers. Paul George, number 1. Lou Will, and number 2. Eric. You know what, though? I would actually put Eric Bledsoe over Lou Will. That dude almost never shows up. I can't remember the last time Eric Bledsoe had a good game. He's got Middleton at 4, Harden at 5, Dame at 6, CJ at 7, Russ at 8, DeRozan at 9, and LaMarcus Aldridge at 10. Quite honestly, Harden should be lower. LaMarcus Aldridge has made more disappearing acts than I've ever seen. So he should be higher. LaMarcus should be higher. Russ, I think he should be around the 7 to 6 range. CJ, you can actually switch with Russ and CJ, not bad. Dame should actually be more so in the top 5. Actually, that's tough. I'm going to have to write those down again one of these days, and then I'm going to have to really evaluate what's going on. Wow, they're actually in the Moda Center. So guys, so this is the way that it's working right now. The way that it's working right now is this year, the teams are back on their home court. So they're in Portland. The Kings are in Portland, so they're at the Moda Center. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you're starting lineups. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Derrick Jones Jr., Robert Covington, and Enes Kanter for the Portland Trailblazers. Let's see if they show the lineup for the Sacramento Kings. Here we go. De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Rashawn Holmes, and Bielitsa. Or is it Bielitsa? I know, Bielitsa for the Sacramento Kings. All right, there's head coach Luke Walton, who in my opinion should not be on there, man. 31-4. Oh, look who joined the coaching staff. It's Alvin Gentry. What an awesome job that they did by picking him up. Bravo. Yeah, what kind of system is Terry Stotts going to play? Because if he keeps playing hero ball with Dame and CJ, no matter how much they improve the roster, their roster and their team ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. All right, man, so Robert Covington, here he is. There is Rashawn Holmes. Damn, I haven't done this in a long time, man, so I had to do this. Had to do it for the culture on the Lewis Sports Network. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much improvement the Blazers have done. Dang, your boy De'Aaron Fox looking like a young Julius Randle. All right, here we go. Here's the opening tip. And the Portland Trailblazers get the ball, and we are underway. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Damian Lillard, right side of the court. Being guarded by De'Aaron Fox, then gives the ball to CJ McCollum, up top to Enes Kanter, guarded by Holmes. Dribble handoff to Damian Lillard, passes it inside to Kanter, puts up the pump fake, gets blocked inside by Bielitsa. Nice pass to Derrick Jones Jr. for the layup. And Portland takes a 2-0 lead. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, gives the ball to Bielitsa, then passes it to Buddy Hield, right back to De'Aaron Fox. Hands off to Harrison Barnes, dribbles right to the middle of the floor, goes up with a scoop layup, is good with the right hand, and we are tied at 2. Lillard back up, coming back up right side of the court. All right, gives the ball to Derrick Jones Jr. Kanter gives it back to Derrick Jones, gets wide open for 3, and he drains it. Poor defense by Bielitsa, not paying attention, and we got a 5-2 Portland lead. Rashawn Holmes lobs it to Bielitsa. Goes on the left block. Buddy Hield comes off the screen, shoots the 3-pointer, misses the shot. Derrick Jones already with the ball again. He stops his dribble, then gives the ball to CJ McCollum. CJ gets a back pick screen by Kanter, decides to shoot a fadeaway jump shot. That's a terrible shot by CJ. They're not going to win like that. And what do we have here? Looks like we have a what? Was it a wet spot? That was a nice play by Jones Jr. Nice athletic move. Good job cutting to the basket. The Blazers are going to have to do more of those. They're going to have to do more of those this year. All right, De'Aaron Fox gets the ball back from Rashawn Holmes. He gets pushed back by Damian Lillard. Harrison Barnes shoots a deep three, but he breaks it, just like in the 2016 finals. All right, CJ gives the ball to Dame. Dame comes off the screen. Gives it to CJ. Tries to lob it in. That was a terrible pass by CJ. And the Blazers turn it over. Shout out to my man Chris Wedge. Long time no see. What's going on with you, bro? Hope everything is good, man. Looks like Boogie and Jay Wall are doing well. Absolutely. Rashawn Bones hands off. Oh, nice give and go by Buddy Hield and Rashawn Holmes on the dunk. Good high-low action. It is a 5-4 game. Wow, these guys getting in little short dread hairs. Anyway, Lillard gives the ball to Cantor at the top, who then comes off the screen and then gives the ball to CJ. CJ shoots the runner, and he misses can't get the roll on that. And Harrison Barnes stepped out of bounds as he got the rebound, and the Portland Trailblazers will retain possession. Chris West says, good morning, Brother Lewis. Not watched you in ages. I like your new look with the haircut and beard. Just don't grow a hardened beard. Oh, no, I would never go that way. I won't go there. Emore says, to be honest, I don't like Barnes. Sketchy shooter. No, Harrison Barnes has been a disappointment. I thought with what he did in the playoffs 7 years ago, I thought he would be more consistent and be like a big piece to a championship team. I mean, he did win a championship with Golden State, and he was big, but he wasn't as instrumental as I thought he'd be. I told you this guy was getting compared to Paul Pierce because he has a Paul Pierce type game when he came out of college. But like I said before, I like the roster moves that the Blazers did, but Terry Stotts has got to get away from the hero ball of Dame and CJ. Got to get away from that. I just don't want to see Dame always come off a screen and shoot the three like he's Steph Curry. That's what he thinks he is. And CJ just takes terrible shots. Barnes has a chip, yeah. Well, Harrison Barnes? No, you mean Matt Barnes or Harrison Barnes? Because Harrison Barnes has a chip, and so does Matt Barnes. What's up? We got a tripping foul on Harrison Barnes. But almost look like if that was Melo. Oh no, that was Covington. My bad. Oh wow! I didn't even realize they're doing the social distancing on the bench. They added the rails on the side. Was that a technical? And Lillard makes the free throw, so it's a 6-4 game. We got 9:49 remaining in the first quarter. Lillard averaged 30 points and 8 assists on 40% three-point shooting last season. Wait, 8 assists? I didn't even. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, CJ McCollum just dribbling the ball. See, CJ does not move the ball, and he takes a terrible shot. Man. All right. Buddy Hield gets the ball back, shoots a three-pointer, knocks it down. Nice shot by Buddy Hield, and Sacramento takes the lead for the first time, 7-6. CJ gives the ball to Dame. And so we got another foul call. Nice pass by Harrison Barnes off the corner to give it back to Buddy Hield, and he was wide open for that three. Yeah, Cantor is back in Portland. He is. Cantor gives it to Lillard. Lillard off the screen. Wanted to shoot the three, but he got fouled on the pass. Lillard wanted to shoot that. Ron says with the roster that Portland has now, if you put in a good system, they could be real dangerous. Absolutely. All right, Cantor gives the ball to Lillard. Lillard off the screen, shoots the three-pointer, knocks it down. 9-7 Portland. My question with Lillard is, what's he going to do on the defensive end? So De'Aaron Fox comes off, gives it to Holmes with a little push shot floater, and that's good. And he ties the game at 9. All right, Lillard. Oh, he tried to get the give and go. A nice save by De'Aaron Fox off the out of bounds. The Kings in transition. Buddy Hield shoots a 3-pointer, and he knocks it down again. Buddy Hield is on fire. He's got 2 threes. He's got 6 points. Kings lead by 3, 12-9. All right, Damian Lillard with the ball. Gives it to C.J. McCollum. Gets a screen from Cantor. Cantor stops his dribble. Tries to kick it out. Harrison Barnes gets it. Off the double team, and Derrick Jones Jr. on the baseline with the throw down. Two-handed dunk, 12-11, Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox gives it to Bielitsa. Bielitsa shoots the corner 3-pointer, and it goes in and out, hits the back of the backboard, and then comes out. Rebound Covington, gives it to Damian Lillard. Lillard off the screen, splits the defense, goes into the mid-range, shoots a one-legged step back, and he knocks it down. Portland retakes the lead 13-12. De'Aaron Fox puts the ball behind his back. De'Aaron shoots a 3-pointer, not a good shot. Rebound, Enes Kanter. Dame Dollar gets the screen, shoots from the Motor Center, knocks it down again. Dame Lillard is on fire. And the Portland Trailblazers lead by 4, 16-12. De'Aaron takes it all the way to the cup, and he gets fouled. So De'Aaron's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to preseason action. It is your boy Lewis Sports Network giving you Sacramento Kings Portland Trailblazers Game 1 of 4. 4 preseason games, I believe, for each team in the NBA. And yes, there's a stream delay that normally happens. Should the Blazers trade CJ if it doesn't work? They needed to trade CJ. CJ is playing like the way he's been playing his whole career. Too much freaking ISO basketball. De'Aaron at the line, misses both, makes 1 out of 2. Yo, Terry Stotts is gonna have to do something, man. C.J. McCollum gets it to Lillard. Lillard goes baseline, kicks it out to Covington. Good ball movement, swings it to McCollum, wide open 3. There you go. There you go. He knocks it down, and the Blazers lead by 6, 19-13. They're gonna say they're gonna look at my hair and be like, "Yo, Lou rocking the C.J." Anyway. Rashawn Holmes gets the basketball, goes all the way to the rim, puts the ball on the floor, and he draws the foul. That was actually good ball movement. Good job by Covington swinging that rock to CJ. And see, CJ, that's actually a good shot. That was actually a great shot. Not those ones that you be taking. Okay, here's Rashawn at the free throw line. First free throw was good. 19-14 is the score, early first quarter. Chris Ware says, let's hope that the Golden State Warriors come alive. Them boys have so much swag, unlike so many of these current bland, boring NBA teams. Oh, wow. All right, so Rashawn Holmes at the free throw line knocks down both. It is 19-15. All right, CJ faces a double team in the backcourt. He can't find anybody. Fortunately, the ball bounces to Derrick Jones Jr., then gives it back to CJ. CJ gets a double screen from Damian Lillard. Screens 2 guys. Gives it to Melo, who just checked in. Melo, left block, and almost stolen by Harrison Barnes. Melo in the corner for 3, and he drains it. So 22-15 is the score. Buddy Hield gives it to De'Aaron Fox, who then gives it to Holmes. De'Aaron sets a screen from Buddy Hield coming off a pin down. Bielitsa kicks it to Barnes in the corner for 3, and he drains it. Splash. So we got a 22-18 game. Good ball movement by both teams. And Derrick Jones Jr. takes it right to the rack, and he draws the foul on the slap by Bielitsa. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. If you have not liked the video on the Lewis Sports Network, and like I said, I like what Derrick Jones is going to give them because he's going to give them athleticism. It's going to give them athleticism that they need, that they desperately need, going up against some of these teams in the Western Conference. All right, guys, so we are on commercial break. Dang, doing this game is like I never left. It's like I never left. Once again, as I always say, salute to the chat. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat right now. Jay says it's going to be hard for the Warriors to bring it to their normal level without Clay. Oh, it's going to be very hard. They don't have a reliable second option right now. And who is it? Okay, I mean, I don't know if Andrew Wiggins can even step into that role while Clay's out. The thing is, Clay can hit shots from three. Andrew Wiggins is not. I don't feel he's as consistent as Klay Thompson. And the thing is, Klay Thompson can go off when Clay's hot. He is hard to deal with. So Godzilla says it's going to be real. I'm telling you guys, if Dame and CJ start playing team ball, the Lakers are going to have some trouble. Because the thing is, the Blazers, they got a good roster. The moves that they made, they have to really play a system with their undersized backcourt. They need to play a system. I think that Kawhi Leonard is definitely from what I'm sensing, that he just wants to play in his hometown in LA and don't really care to win more chips and become more like Lillard, being loyal. No, trust me, Kawhi Leonard wants to win. He may not show it with his face, but he wants to win. I told you, in Toronto, I've never seen Kawhi show as much personality as he did that year. I thought for once, like, Kawhi was actually kind of like getting comfortable in his own skin when he was with Toronto, but it quickly turned different once he went to the Clippers. Yeah, I don't know why you're renting on Harrison. I don't know why you're renting on Harrison Barnes, but it is what it is. We got Hoodie Lillard talking to the media about expectations for the Blazers in the preseason. My expectations, honestly, for Portland is I want to see how they gel as a team with their new pieces. And again, Dame and CJ, they have to get out of the hero ball mentality, especially CJ. I feel like CJ is a worser hero ball player than Damian Lillard. I feel like Damian Lillard does it much, much better than CJ. CJ doesn't move the ball. They got to move the ball. They have to move the ball. That sequence when Lillard got trapped in the air and he kicked it out to Covington and Covington swung it to CJ and CJ got a great look at a three, they need to play more of that type of offense. All right, Derrick Jones Jr. at the free throw line, but he misses. We got 6:17 remaining in the first quarter. Score is 22-18. All right, both teams shooting well from three. Sacramento 3 of 7. Portland hasn't missed yet. They're 5 of 5. So we got a 23-18 game. Derrick Jones Jr. has got 8 points. Here's the Aaron. Gives it to Harrison Barnes. Harrison spins off of Jones Jr. and goes for the layup, and he scores. Nice play by Harrison Barnes. And we got a 23-20 game. Here is Dame Dollars. Gives it to Enes Kanter. Gets a bump screen from Derrick Jones Jr., who then gets the ball from Kanter. Oh, Derrick Jones took his eye off the ball for a second and almost lost it out of bounds. Oh, Enes Kanter not even paying attention. And Buddy comes off the weak side to steal it. Buddy here with the pass to De'Aaron. De'Aaron gets a light double. Sizes up Melo, shoots a three-pointer, but he can't hit. Rebound Enes Kanter. Here's Dame. Allows it to Melo. Right block. That's Melo's bread and butter. Bielitsa on him. Melo puts it one stop. Hits the dribble. Shoots the fade shot. Hits it. Melo's got braids. He's got the braids again. Melo's got 5 points, and we got a 25-20 game. De'Aaron takes it right to the cup. No defense whatsoever, and he scores 25-22. Here comes Lillard. Gets another screen. Gives it to Melo, right block. And looks like we got an offensive foul on Carmelo. And you can see Melo. Bielitsa with the hand up. Melo gets to his spot. And that was a nice shot from Melo. Yeah, I see a lot more maturity in Melo than I've seen in quite a long time. Well, probably for really the first time in his career. Buddy Hield gets a shot, shoots a three, but it's short. Rebound is to Gary Trent Jr., who played really well in the bubble last year. Gary Trent takes a step back, knocks it down. And we got a 27-22 game. Sorry, Bob. All right, sorry. All right, so I just missed some play action right now. And oh, that was Jabari Parker. Okay. All right, we got Simons in the game. Gives it to Trent. Trent gives it to Melo. Melo shoots a three, knocks it down. Melo looks good right now. Okay, Melo, I see you. 30-22 Portland. De'Aaron then gives it to Jabari Parker, puts the ball on the floor, gives it to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox dribbles right. Gets another screen, gives it to Buddy Hield, shoots a three-pointer, and he knocks it down. Buddy Hield's on fire. He's got 9 points to start this game. All right, Simons with the ball. Comes off the screen, shoots a three-pointer. He knocks it down. All right, De'Aaron Fox with the ball. Then gives it right back to Jabari Parker. Well, then gives it to Harrison Barnes and gets it slapped away. Okay, Parker shoots a three-pointer. Nope, no good. Simons with the rebound. Melo is cooking, that's right. Okay, gives it to Melo. Melo's posting up Buddy Hield. Takes a one-legged dirt step back, and he knocks it down again. Melo is cooking right now. 35-25, Portland, 10-point lead. We got a timeout by the Sacramento Kings with 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. Melo has come to play, 7 quick points coming off the bench. See, this is I like that the Blazers are deep, and I do question some of the players though with some of their shot selection. Like Simons, he did knock down the three. I just wish he would have moved the ball. But Melo's looking good though so far. He's taken some high percentage. He's gotten some high percentage looks. So we got a 10-point game right now. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Ross says Melo is cooking, right? I hope Melo gets a ring. I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, too little too late for Carmelo Anthony. I would be surprised. Well, maybe if he falls in the right situation. I don't know. But I just don't think Melo's going to get a ring at this point in his career. I don't see it happening. But you never know. That's just my opinion. Ryan says, because you see the NBA go back to the bubble if the NBA he says, could you see the NBA go back to the bubble if the NBA decides to go back to that route in order to be safer if needed, or stay doing what they are doing, limiting number of fans in the arenas? Here's the problem. If they go back to the bubble, they would have to cancel the season for a bit to make sure the players arrive there. Because I don't think that they're going to be doing what I don't think that they're just going to have these guys fly, to the arena. Knowing them, they would go back to Orlando. Knowing them, they probably would go back. I would have said Vegas. That's just me. But that's how they're viewing it. So far, I've liked the way the Blazers have played. I just need Terry Stotts to tell his guys his main guys to move the basketball, continue to move the basketball, trust their teammates. Because this is a pretty good roster. They play with a system. I'm telling you that they're going to be a dangerous team. I'm not saying championship. I don't know how deep of a playoff run they can make, but I really think that they can be a dangerous team if they play a system and they play together as a team. It's actually 196 million for 4 years, and that fifth year, it's 5-year, $226 million. Lillard is just doing Lillard, so. Did Richard Jeff just call Paul George a top 10 NBA player right now? See, this is what I'm saying, LeBron. This is what I'm saying, LBJ, the GOAT. You're overreacting to all this stuff. I wouldn't even do that. It's all just clickbait. That's it. Jay says, Big Lou, what's good? What's good, Jay? What's good, man? Hope everything's good with you, my man. Do you think it would happen? It would be the same result of how teams would play if they went back to the bubble? I don't know if it would be the same. I don't. The difference now is they're playing a whole season. So remember, it wasn't like 8 games and then it went right to the playoffs. This is now a whole season. So it's a little bit different now. There's Corey Joseph. They swing the ball. I'm trying to see who that player is. That's Jabari. Okay, who they did? They just gave it to Corey Joseph back. Who's dribbling on Melo, decides to shoot the 3-pointer, but he can't hit. Rebound is to, what's his name? What's his player's name, man? Trying to remember who that player was. Melo with the spin off. Wow, shoots it with the left hand, misses, and then the offensive rebound. Damn, what's this dude's name again? I just forgot who he was. Let me see what his name is. Harry Giles III. My bad. The newly acquired Harry Giles III. Now, I see a lot of guys have been growing their hair right now during quarantine. I kind of did the same thing. But Harry Giles misses the free throw. Looks like we got a new player on the Blazers I haven't seen. Jabari shoots a jump shot. Man, Jabari does not move that basketball for nothing. Damn, this dude was supposed to be something with Giannis Antetokounmpo, but never meant to be. I just don't like Jabari's attitude. I don't. He could have been a really good player. Okay, so we got a turnover. It looks like it was a 3-second violation on Sacramento. I wonder how long the Kings are going to keep him. 5 years, 226 to Boy George. Yep. Yes, sirree. Let me see. Melo shoots a turnaround, but it's short. But it looks like he got fouled on the play. Got to see the names on these guys with these rosters. Let me check this out. Okay. Here we go. No, wait. Let me just go up. Who's at the free throw line? Let me see. It is Carmelo who's cooking right now. He's got, did he make it? Yes, he's got 8 first quarter points. Okay, Jay says, I see them removing all fans before another bubble. Playing in arenas versus the bubble will have better ratings and more money. Yep. Melo hits the free throw. He's got 9 points, 39-25, 14-point lead for the Blazers. This is why the Clippers will never win a championship. All right, Corey Joseph dribble handoff, gives it off to the other player who then gives it to Jabari Parker, gives it to Corey Joseph. They swing it to Jabari, corner 3. He knocks it down. 39-28 is the score. Here comes Simons. Gives the ball to Melo, who then gives it to Gary Trent. Then gives the ball to Simons, who then gives it to, trying to see who this other player is. I haven't seen him before. He gives it back to Simons, gets a screen by Melo. Decides to dribble, and he gets his shot blocked by Corey Joseph. Jabari picks the ball up. He lobs it. Good deflection. Good deflection by, well, I think I've seen this player before, but I'm trying to figure out his name. Oh, Ellaby. There you go. Now I remember. Okay. Nice deflection by Ellaby. All right, the Kings will keep possession. All right, so the ball is inbounded once again to Corey Joseph. No, actually, no, that's not Corey Joseph. My bad. That's Corey Joseph. They just swung the ball, and a 3-pointer is knocked down again by Jabari Parker. Oh, wait, that's not Jabari. That was another blue player. But anyway, knocks it down. It is 39-31. Sacramento within 8. Ball given to Gary Trent. Comes off a Harry Giles screen. Kicks it out to Ellaby. Ellaby shoots a 3-pointer. It is short. Rebound is to Corey Joseph. Actually, no, it's not Corey Joseph. This is Jabari that gives the ball. So they come off the curl. Here's Corey Joseph in the post. Nice move. Hits a turnaround, tough shot, and he gets the bounce. And the Kings are within 8. The Kings are on an 8-0 run right now. It's 39-33. Melo, half spin, fake spin, stops. Nice pass to Harry Giles. Good pump fake to get the man in the air, and he scores. 41-33 to score, Portland up by 8. And the Kings come right down the Kings come right back down the court, and we got a foul call on Harry Giles III. Oh, a tough shot by Corey Joseph. Let's see who we got. Oh, Daquan Jeffries, Tyrese Halliburton, Glenn Robinson III, Justin James. Okay. I just need to see who that is. And just like that, we got a score, 41-36. Final seconds. Ellaby shoots the three-pointer. He is off. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the first quarter. So the score, a high scoring first quarter. Both teams shooting 1 from 3. Sacramento, 47% from 3, while the Blazers are shooting 70% from the three-point line. So at the end of 1, Blazers lead 41-36 right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe as you guys come in as well. If you are new to the channel, salute to everybody that is here. We are lit in the chat. I gotta see wait a minute. So that was okay. So it was Daquan Jeffries that was in the game, and then also Corey Joseph, Jabari Parker, and then I'm guessing that was Tyrese was in the game. Halliburton, and then there's Glenn Robinson III. Let's see who else gets in there. But we'll see. All right, that was a high-scoring first quarter. Yeah. When we'll be opening a Facebook account for the Lewis Sports Network? You can broadcast your live shows on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. We need to grow your channel. I mean, I do have Facebook, but for some reason my account is not like connecting. I gotta figure that thing out. LBJ, Well, LeBron, well, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. If you do your research, you'll figure out why Richard Jefferson is on his payroll. Yep. You'll figure it out. He doesn't know. You know what would be nice? Like the ALS challenge, since the whole COVID thing, guys should throw their hair out and beard to raise money to help the cause and find a solution to fix it. It depends if Maui goes to the next level this year. Let me see. He might get traded. I think he might get traded. Dang, just like that, we're already back. Yep. Man, that was a fast commercial right there. Already in the second quarter. Quickness. I just think being in the arenas, even though there's no fans, once again, the best thing is that ratings-wise, it'll be good for the game. They got to make that money up again. Jay says, my Pistons have a lot of work to do, even if it was their first game. Yeah, I saw the game earlier. Maybe I should have did that game because the next one, they kicked ass today. I was happy to see the Knicks competed defensively. They did great. I was happy. To see that. So that's a positive sign, at least through one preseason game. Notice I said that. One preseason game. I know a lot of people were going to do the Lakers and Clippers game, so I just wanted to go out of the norm and just do go small market and do this one. Again, salute to fans of the Portland Trailblazers, Blazer fans, and Kings fans, wherever you guys are. Hope you guys are able to tune in. All right, so Corey Joseph then gives the ball to Jabari. Who's number 30 for the... Okay, the ball gets stolen by Simons. He pushed off. No call. Covington gives the ball back to him. Puts a jab step. Tries to take a step back, but has to give it back to C.J. McCollum. C.J. gets the screen from Ellaby. C.J. dribbles around, and he tries to go for the layup, and then he gets fouled by Daquan Jeffries. Oh, that's Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, that's who that was. Okay. Now I know who these guys are. Perfect. Makes sense then. Okay. Oh, Harry Giles just goes around Jabari Parker and dunks it with the foul. Man, that dude is terrible defensively. He don't really care about defense, and he let it be known. He let it be known one time in the media. I think when he was a member of the Wizards. Here's Harry Giles, but he misses another free throw. Halliburton gives the ball to Jabari, shoots the three-pointer, misses the shot. Rebound is to C.J. McCollum. All right, C.J. kicks it. Ellaby swings it to Covington, then gets it to Simons. Simons dribbles on Daquan. Puts the ball on the floor, takes a terrible step back three, and he misses badly. Ellaby tried to be active, but the ball goes into the hands of Jabari Parker. Here's Corey Joseph, kicks it out, swings it, and they give it. Oh, and the ball was deflected by, it looks like it was Ellaby, but the Sacramento Kings are going to retain the ball. That was just a terrible, terrible defensive play by Jabari. He just let him go around him like nothing. Wait a minute, who's number 30 for the Kings? Anyway, Holmes comes back into the game, shoots a floater, but he can't hit the shot. The push floater, as I like to call it, in the paint. Here comes C.J. McCollum. He's got the ball, puts the ball between his legs, decides to shoot the three-pointer, and he knocks it down. Score is now 46-36, 10-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. Bielitsa puts it on the floor and throws a terrible pass, and the Kings turn it over again. Okay, Jason says that Jay says Hayes really struggled with his decision making, and he also says Mason Plumlee is garbage. I never really liked that free agent pickup from Mason Plumlee. I wasn't a big fan of it. I said it. He doesn't really provide that much, honestly. Sometimes he plays very scared out there. He doesn't really always play with confidence. Harry Giles takes it to the rack. Nice move on the move by Harry Giles III. It is 48-36, 12-point game again. And we got a foul by Ellaby. Let me see who that player is. Oh, that's Glenn Robinson III. When I was looking at the jersey, he's number 30, but it shows number 40 when I looked up the NBA scores, which is weird. Oh, that's why. There's two number 40s. Huh. That's why I was wondering who was that. Glenn Robinson III, son of Big Dog Glenn Robinson, who played for the Milwaukee Bucks, made 2 All-Star teams with the Bucks. Ellaby played 2 years at Washington State while he was the 46th pick in the draft. All right, so Glenn Robinson III at the free throw line. Shoots the free throw, knocks it down. 48-38 is the score. We got under 10 minutes remaining at the half. Both teams shooting well. Well, both teams are shooting not that great from the free throw line, but the Kings are better than the Blazers right now. McCollum gets a pass from Simon. See, CJ's shot is so short. I think he spreads his legs a little too much. And in the corner, Halliburton shoots a three-pointer. Makes it 48-41. Here comes C.J. McCollum. Puts the ball between his legs. And he's looking for, he found Ellaby. Ellaby looking. Gives it to McCollum. McCollum drops to the middle. Goes with the left hand, and he can't hit. Transition, semi. Passes it to Robinson the third for three. He just misses. Rebound. Covington, who slips on the one spot, but is okay. CJ McCollum gets a double screen at the top. They swings it to a wide open Covington, shoots a three, but he misses the shot. Rebound is to Rashawn Holmes. Gives it to Halliburton. Gives it to Robinson the third. Dribbles. Kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes wide open for three, and he can't get the roll. And the rebound is to Covington. Oh, I thought Terry Stotts was going to call a timeout, but decided not to. So the Blazers are going to run this play. Ellaby gives the ball to Harry Giles III, then gives the ball to C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum dribbles. Tries to go up with a hook shot, with the right-handed hook shot. Nice switch, and he misses. He gets blocked. Here comes Halliburton. Gives it to Corey Joseph. Wide open for three. Oh, he can't get the bounce. Rebound, Harry Giles III. Gives it to C.J. C.J. swings it to Simons. Puts it to the middle to Harry Giles. Pump fakes on the mid-range. Kicks it back out to Simons. Simons gets a screen. He hesitates, dribbles all the way. They swing the basketball. Covington gets open. He dribbles all the way to the rack. They swing it. McCullough with a pump fake. Resets, shoots a three. He can't hit. Corey Joseph with the ball. Lobs it inside the home. Nice catch. And looks like they called a foul. And it looks like they called a foul. So that was really good. All right, so looks like we got a timeout with 7:47 remaining. The Portland Trailblazers lead by 7. 48-41 is the score. And shout out to the other Jay letting LBJ know where you can find the Clippers and Lakers game. I mean, I also know how some people can be because they're like, well, this isn't the real thing, so I'm not even going to watch it. But it tends to happen once you build a fan base big enough. Emore says we should have never gave up Giles. He was a solid piece for them. Jay says Mason Plumlee's D helped my Lakers in the bubble. We all remember that one play, but it was so much more than that. You know. Jay says the Knicks will be good defensively. The problem with the Knicks will be their outside shooting and no go-to scorer other than RJ Barrett. Yup. You know it. I could tell RJ Barrett really put in the work this offseason. He got stronger. He really got stronger. It's the thing with these ads. He says he's dogging us, man. Huh. All right, got to give credit to Melo, though. Been very, very active. Harry Giles has been very active. Their issue is when CJ starts to dribble the heck out of that basketball, they start to stand around. And in a better sense, Damian Lillard, too. All right, so we're back on the floor. Harry Johnson's got 8 points. All of his points are in the paint. All right, Bielitsa looking, gives it to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox guarded by Gary Trent. De'Aaron puts the ball on the floor, puts the ball between his legs, but the shot is too short. I'm looking to see if De'Aaron improves that jump shot. CJ McCollum tries to pass it. Ball gets stolen by De'Aaron. Gives it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield puts it up, and he puts it in on the layup with Melo trailing back. Was it Melo or was that Covington? No, Covington. Anyway, he scores a 5-point game, 48-43. McCollum gives it to Covington. McCollum then gives it to Harry Giles. LB comes off the screen, but his jump shot is short. Rebound is to De'Aaron Fox from Bielitsa. Puts a stutter step dribble. Bielitsa puts the ball on the floor, throws a cross-court pass, but Harrison Barnes once again can't hit the three. CJ McCollum puts a hesitation, changes speed, goes with the left hand, and he scores. Nice play by CJ, and we got a 50-43 game. And just like that, looks like Harrison Barnes drove to the basket on a nice pass, and then he draws the foul. Nice heads-up play by De'Aaron Fox in the passing lanes, getting from that pass, which ignited the transition layup by Buddy Hield on that pass. And then CJ McCollum does a nice job with the hesitation, changing speeds, and then able to get to the rack with the left hand. So that was a nice play by CJ. We got a 50-45 game, 6:40 remaining in the first half. Barnes hits the first free throw, so it's 50-44. And Dame Dollar checking in. Ellaby sits out. I think a couple of players went out. Don't know what he means by cheers, but all right, cheers. Okay, Harrison Barnes makes his second free throw, so it's a 5-point game, 50-45. They swing the ball. Melo back in the game. Covington shoots the three-pointer off the screen, and he drains it, knocks it down. Oh, De'Aaron Fox loses the ball off his feet, and he turns it over to Gary Trent. Gary Trent goes on the reverse, and he scores on Rashawn Holmes. And just like that, the Blazers go back up by 10, 55-45. De'Aaron Fox gets to the rack, and looks like he draws a foul. The Kings have 5 turnovers, while the Portland Trailblazers only have 3. Jay says he did, Lou. RJ Barrett got stronger, and it showed. No, it really did. There was a point where he was at the free throw line, and I looked at him, and I was like, I could tell that his arms had gotten bigger. He really did put in the work this offseason. All right, Gary Trent, I believe, just scored. No, wait, did he score? No, he didn't score. All right, so Dame Dollar gives the ball to Melo, and then gives the ball to Gary Trent. Gary Trent decides to take a step back, dribbling left. Not a good shot. Yeah, looks like we got a foul on Robert Covington. Jay says the Pistons had 24 turnovers tonight. Obviously, it's a combination of poor decision-making with good Knicks defense. $55-45 game. All right, Rashawn Holmes puts the ball on the floor. Then gets the ball to Harrison Barnes, gives it to Bielitsa in the corner, being guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Cross-court pass, and we got a deflection. They say no deflection. The Kings turn it over. Blazers get the ball back. Okay, Damian Lillard's got the basketball. Then he gives it to Carmelo Anthony. Then gives it to Gary Trent Jr. Then gives it right back to Damian Lillard. Gives it right back to Gary Trent. Shoots a three-pointer. Knocks in another one. Gary Trent Jr. getting himself some buckets. 58-45, 13-point lead. Buddy Hield comes back. Terrible three-point shot, and it's an air ball. Melo quickly gives the ball to Dame. Gives it right back to Melo. Looks like Melo's going for that pull-up three. Try to go with the sides up. He's going behind the back. And Harrison Barnes deflected it off his foot out of bounds, so the Blazers will keep possession. Gary Trent got wide open on that three. Buddy Hield did a poor job on that. All right, ball's inbounded to Lillard. Triple handoff. Another triple handoff, another with a screen. 3 triple handoffs on the screen. Excuse me. Lillard tried to bounce past the Cantor, but the ball was deflected out of bounds. I actually like the action that Portland just ran on that play. Guys were still moving. There were 3 screens set and then a roll to the basket. And then with Lillard getting attention, he was going to bounce past it to Cantor. So that was really nice action by the Blazers on that sequence, on that play. All right, so Melo inbounds the ball. No, I should know that. Sorry, that was Covington who inbounded it. Gave it to Cantor. Cantor puts the ball on the floor, and Cantor actually draws the foul on Rashawn Holmes. Looks like he has a little grimace on his face. So that was a handoff, and then they give it right back to him, and he's able to draw the foul. All right, here's the first free throw. It is good. 59-45 Portland. And Derrick Jones is back in. Looks like he's subbing it for Melo, I want to say. Yeah, no, Covington. Enes Kanter actually got a little stronger too, I noticed. Kanter on the free throw, it is good. Score 60-45. 15-point lead. All right, here's De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron gives it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield then gives it to Rashawn Holmes. Gives it to De'Aaron. Shoots a deep three, but he can't hit. Rebound is to Kanter. Gives the ball to Derrick Jones Jr. Hesitates, dribbles left. Trent dribbles to the middle. Shoots the right-handed pull-up, but he can't get the bounce. Rebound Bielitsa. Gives it to Rashawn Holmes, who then gives it to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron stutter step. Gets all the way to the floor with the left hand, and he draws another foul. Excuse me, guys. All right. De'Aaron Fox has got to improve his jumper, man. Jay says last year they did 8 and 24-second violations to Anakobi. If you're going to have too many turnovers, I guess then make it mean something with 24. Wow. That's a good one. All right, so Corey Joseph comes in for Bielitsa. So I'm guessing Luke Walton is going to go small. Here's De'Aaron's free throw, but he misses. That's the second missed free throw of this game. All right, here comes Melo. Wow, and Damian Lillard hits the three-pointer in the corner plus the foul. Not a smart foul. That's a big-time three by Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar. All right, guys, so we got 4:11 remaining in the first half. The score is 63-46. So the Portland Trailblazers, with their biggest lead of the game, they are up by 17 points. Who's Lou Walton talk to? He's talking with Dame? It looks like Melo's having a talk with him. Oh, that's all right. I forgot that they were in the same draft together. What do you guys think? Was that three a foul or was it not? I don't know. All right, guys, so we are on another commercial break. 4:11 remaining in the first half. It is a 17-point lead. Once again, Portland is up 63-46. And again, guys, if you have not, make sure to hit the like. Make sure to hit that like button if you have not done it yet. Emor says, we dig ourselves in a hole, then we lay it in until the floor. Shaking my head. I see now why you put Buddy's head down. This is typical Sacramento Kings. There's really no defense being emphasized by Luke Walton. He's been trying to run the Golden State offense on this team. And look who he picked up. He picked up none other than Alvin Gentry. We know what kind of job he did in Phoenix. It's crazy how many coaching opportunities he's got in his career. He really hasn't done much, even though he did go to the Western Conference Finals with Phoenix in 2010. But other than that, what has Alvin Gentry really done, though, in his coaching career? That's what I think. Jay says, not just the Kings' problem, that's Luke's MO. Well, that's why I said it's the MO of Sacramento Kings, because this is what Luke does. So what Luke does rubs off of them. Ryan says, do you think shooter who kick their foots out when they are shooting for shooting fouls should be an offensive foul? I would say, yeah. Remember, Chauncey Billups got away with it. Reggie Miller got away with it, who was the king. Once again, salute to everybody that is here tonight. Man, I can't believe I'm saying it, man. I'm so proud of the Knicks. Even if it's one game, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign that they're playing this well, that they played that well today. Okay, so tomorrow we got NBA TV, Raptors Hornets, we got Suns Jazz, we have on TNT, we got Celtics Sixers, and then we got the Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. That's all Tuesday. I'll probably go live for the Celtics Sixers one. Oh, Dame Lillard drew that fall on Corey Joseph. All right, so the Kings have got the ball back. Here's De'Aaron Fox, gets a dribble handoff from Rashawn Holmes, gives it right back to him, then gives it to Harrison Barnes, rolls all the way right on Carmelo, gets to the rack, and he scores. I think Melo's problem, he allows a lot of dribble penetration to the basket. Then when he tries to defend, he's out of position, and the player ends up scoring on him anyway. So it's 60 to 48. They did not count the three-pointer. Lillard shoots the three-pointer anyway, and he knocks it down. He says, take that for taking away my three. I should be up 18, but instead it's 15, 63-48. De'Aaron Fox pump fakes, tries to draw the foul, and he is successful drawing it on Gary Trent Jr., who's saying he swept his hands on the mine to get the foul, but to no avail. Yeah, see, Carmelo can't do that. If he's going to he has to do a better job of having Harrison Barnes in front of him where he has to be forced to make a decision because you know he's going to try to score. Anyway, De'Aaron makes the free throw, so it's a 14-point lead, 63-49. All right, his second free throw attempt, he misses, so that's now 3 missed free throws by De'Aaron Fox. Alrighty, so Damian Lillard gives the ball to, was that Derrick Jones Jr.? Yes, he gives it to Melo, who shoots it, and he gets the bounce. Actually gets the bounce. Actually, no, it rattles in. So it's 65-49 is the score. 16-point lead. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. Then gives the ball to Rashawn Holmes, who then gives the ball to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron goes around the Rashawn Holmes screen, gives it to Corey Joseph. They swing it to Buddy Hield in the corner for 3, but it's short. Offensive rebound, Holmes puts it up. Wow, he overshot the layup. Wah, 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 wah. Lillard comes off a screen, goes behind the back. Too much dribbling by Lillard. Tries to pass it to Cantor. Regathers, able to catch it, lays it up and then it scores. 18-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. 69-47 is the score. De'Aaron Fox gets to the middle. Gets up in the air, kicks it out. They swing it to Corey Joseph. Swings it to Barnes. Middle, open for three, and he drains it. Scores 67-52. 15-point lead. This is on the four-letter network. I see. Harrison Barnes has got 14. Lillard tried to draw the foul. That was a bad, especially from that spot. That was bad. Harrison puts it in transition. Corey Joseph, bounce pass. De'Aaron Fox kicks it. Goes into the side, and he scores on the layup. 67-54. So the Kings slowly creeping back. 13-point game. Here comes Lillard. Gives the ball to Cantor, hand off to Lillard, gives the ball to Gary Trent, gets a double screen, dribbles all the way right, stop at the elbow, shoots a jump shot, knocks it down. 69-54 is the score. 15-point lead. De'Aaron Fox comes right back. Decides to shoot the three-pointer on Melo. Misses the shot badly. And the rebounds to Cantor. That shot was way too short. And Damian Lillard gets the ball to Melo, right block. Takes the one dribble, takes a step back. Nah, that was not a good shot by Melo. That's the one shot I can say was terrible. And Cantor tries to post up Rashawn. Good defense and good swipe of the ball. Here come the Kings. Buddy Hield kicks it out to Fox. Kicks it out to an open Corey Joseph in the corner for three, and he drains it. And a little bit of the sloppy play of the Blazers, and now the Kings are within 12. 69-57. Under a minute remaining in the first half. Here's Jerry Jones Jr. Crosses over, fakes, spins, gets into the lane, tries to pass it, and he turns it over. Blazers getting sloppy to end this first half. Well, that was a nice play by Damian Lillard, being able to recognize the fine Cantor. But the Kings have moved the ball well last couple of possessions to get those shots that they've wanted. All right, Bielitsa shoots a three-pointer, and it is very short. So we got 38 seconds remaining, but looks like Melo committed a foul. So that would be a loose ball foul on Carmelo Anthony. They're just showing the replay. Buddy Hield, free throw line, good. Score is now 69-58. Kings are within 11 points. All right, here's the second free throw. It is good, and so it is 69-59. All right, the ball is given to Carmelo. Melo dribbles all the way to the right. Oh, forces left. Puts a pump fake. Puts it up, and he can't hit. Melo actually created a good offense, but just couldn't get it knocked down. Here's Buddy Hield. Gives us the De'Aaron Fox. There's about a 5-second difference between shot clock to game clock. So the Blazers will get the last shot if they get the rebound. Here's De'Aaron. Tries to go curl. Gives it to Buddy Hield for three, and he hits a tough one. Drains it. 69-62, 7-point game. Here comes Dame Lillard. Dame Dollar, what you got for me? 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Tries to draw the foul and almost knocks it down, and he does draw the foul. Lillard wants 3 free throws. Does he get it? I don't know. And they're saying that they call a foul on Buddy Hield. Interesting. I would say that is a foul. That's tough. That could be continuation, though. Does Lillard get 3? Let me see. He knocks down the first, so it's 70-62. We got 2.6 remaining in the first half. Here's the second free throw. Good. Also, they did give him the 3. Okay. Lillard shot the ball well today. He's got 14 points, 80% from the field, 100 from three. Lillard makes both free throws. 72 to 62, 10-point game. 2 seconds. Buddy Hield eludes, shoots it. Oh, another air ball. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime. Scores: Blazers 72, Kings 62, 10-point lead for the Blazers right here. Hope you guys are staying safe. Everybody out there who's watching, and you guys are watching it right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Again, smash that like. If you have not, it goes a long way for the channel. Appreciate it. Let's see what's cooking on in the chat. Okay, Ryan said, even though shooters complain about the shooting pocket area where they are landing causes them to get injured, they continue to stick their foot out, which can also lead to injuries a lot more. Yeah, I mean, what shooters have to be careful with is not only can you get injured, you're also injuring, the person who you're involved with, who you said you have a close relationship with. So, those kind of things you got to be careful. Jay says the landing area and kicking the leg out aren't the same. Two different mindsets. All right, so Ryan says, so how can you make a fair judgment of the play and identify the difference when you are at an angle that's not clear sight? What's what? Okay, Ryan says when you look at, let's say, Steph in transition off a team rebound, he kind of kicks out his legs. The funny thing is, as much as Steph kicks out his legs, he really doesn't get the benefit of the call, which is he kicks out his legs, one forward and one back, but he does the same thing standing, jump shot, but gets a tech from one. Right, it's kind of their way of saying you shouldn't do that. Kicking the leg out and a fadeaway landing are different too. On a fadeaway, if the mindset is kicking the leg out, it will usually be the knee, which is usually considered a part of the fadeaway. Jay says, use deceptive lens, shoulders and knees in motion, and you won't have to kick out. I mean, those are like the head fakes, pump fakes, Jay says, acting will get you the tech in space. Acting in the open floor is more like a celebration. Emore says, terrible call, dumb foul as well, but at least it's a 10-point game. It was looking ugly, but we got out of the hole. There you go. All right, man. Usually we're just cooking up this first half stats. And I will do that. So time to go into the kitchen and get these first half stats. All right. So for Sacramento, Buddy Hield leads the team with 16. We have Corey Joseph with 8 off the bench, and we got Harrison Barnes with 14 in the starting lineup. De'Aaron Fox has played 17 minutes, but he has struggled. He only has 7 points at the half. I think he's only 2 of 6 from the field. If we look at Portland, Lillard was damn near flawless. 15 points in 14 minutes. 14 for Carmelo Anthony, who also looked great. And Gary Trent Jr. has 9, and CJ McCollum has 8. Also, Derrick Jones Jr. has 8. So, a lot of high scoring in this game right now. All right, so we can look at some out-of-town scores right now, quote-unquote. Actually, no, the only out-of-town scoreboard. So the Rockets, they beat the Bulls 125-104, and the Clippers are up by 5 over the Los Angeles Lakers, 46-41. I'm just taking a look at the schedule, you guys. Half-court foul, come on. I know it's Dame Dollar, but come on. Jay says closeout techniques are worse today. If done properly with the upper body, then you'll be on the floor with the shooter when he shoots. Well, they should say when the shooters shoot. All right, let's get it back to the Well, that's why I was not even into. Okay, Ryan says the players get the benefit of the doubt because of the player gets certain calls other than LeBron because they are limited in other areas. Example, Curry. Jumping into his space or ending in his space with your feet is the problem. Closeouts, you should wide hand the face, not jump for the ball. It's important that you do that because the minute that you jump into their landing spot, you're going to get called for a foul. Because then what the offensive player is going to do as they shoot and they start to come down, they're going to try to. James Harden was doing it to the Warriors a lot. He would shoot and then lean his body just a tad bit just to make it look like they didn't commit a foul. And I'm talking about the opposition. And the Bulls got demolished by 21 points. Wow. Trying to see if I can get to something real quick. Let me see. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So let's go to the team stats, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Sacramento shoots 45.5%. Portland is shooting at a blistering 56.6%. You could just round that off to pretty much 57. Three-pointers, the Blazers are shooting great, 11 of 20. They're getting some great looks. They're gonna have to improve. The Kings are gonna have to improve their three-point defense in the second half. Sacramento they attempted 33s and only made 11 at 36% clip. They got to the free throw line just 3 more times than they did, so 15. The Blazers out-rebounded them by 6. Let's see. Wow, both teams are really sharing the rock. So there's 15 assists for the Kings, and you got 14 for the Portland Trailblazers. And the Kings have 7 steals. I didn't know the Blazers had 10 turnovers, but that's right. They started to turn the ball over a lot in that second quarter. And the Blazers are winning the paint battle 22-16. The Blazers need to stop getting sloppy with the basketball. That's my second half advice. With Sacramento, there needs to be better rotations on the defensive end because 72 points is a lot to give up. And usually when you score 62 points, I mean, that's pretty good in a damn half, but allowing 72, that's just not a good thing. Jay says, yeah, the defender will be on the floor when the shooter shoots. Phone froze, sorry. No, you're good. Also, it's scary for the offensive player, though. I will say that if you don't give the offensive player their space, there's a chance that they could get hurt. So I will say that, too. All right, guys, and pretty much those are your first half stats right here on the Lewis Sports Network. All right, so we got a 10-point game. And like I said before, guys, there's only going to be 4 preseason games. December 22nd is going to be the real thing where all the teams are playing. So that Tuesday and Wednesday of the week after the week coming up, it's where it's going to be like really red hot when it comes to basketball. Okay, what did Ryan say? He says, I shoot you a message of what I talked about, what I meant to say earlier about Mr. Okay. If a shooter can hit the shot looking through your hands, then that's chalked up as better offense. The defender did his part without picking up the foul. That's a good point. to see how Kawhi Leonard and them are doing. Let me see, where were they at? Oh, actually, the Lakers are up on the Clippers 59-58. So in the third quarter is about to end. I mean, I could have did that game, but like I said, I wanted to go a different route. Give these guys a chance. The small market teams. It's like I said before, small market teams, they don't get hurt enough. So I said I had to do that. All right, so we should be back. Yep, just about. All right, it is still halftime. So I'm probably guessing by either the next commercial break or the third quarter is starting right about now. It's got to be. And again, much respect to the chat. Ryan says, how many games are you willing to cover on Christmas? I'm going to probably say 2 at max. Because doing like 4 or 5 games, that's just a lot for the voice. Oh, by the way, I got to check who plays on Christmas. Let's go back to that. Okay, Christmas schedule. Pelicans and Heat, Warriors and Bucks, Nets and Celtics, Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers and Nuggets. Well, I'm definitely not doing the Clippers and Nuggets. I'm actually going to watch that game. I think my lineup is probably going to be Pelicans and Heat and Nets and Celtics. I think that's going to be the lineup I'm going to go that day. Shout out to Packers Go. Appreciate you being back. Jay says some players get the benefit like LeBron and Harden. Players like Kobe and Steph don't. They made Kobe or make their shot anyways, and the ref swallows the whistle. BS. Foul is a foul, make or miss. Emore says, I believe we need to slow it down and play hard defense and run offensive plays. Well, good luck with the defense part because Luke Walton's not kind of known for that. That's why I said I feel like Lou needs to go. We play too much random ball. We need Fox, Buddy, and the rookie to show up. The thing is, you don't know what type of plays the Kings run. I don't know what they're doing out there. I feel like they don't have an identity. They're just playing to play. The Bucks and the Rockets are nearing a Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez trade for James Harden and Daniel House. Wow. I mean, what do you guys think about that trade? What do you guys think about that potential trade? Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez for James Harden and Daniel House. I was thinking Mavs and Lakers, but I think I'd rather get rid of those as much as possible. I would like to do again with Kevin and Kyrie, for sure. Got to do that game. All right, so on this next commercial break, the game should be back. Wow. Once again, if you have not, make sure to hit that like button in the video. Now let's see what's going on in the chat once again. Ryan Brian says, I say next Christmas is going to be Nets versus Lakers, KD, Kyrie versus LeBron and AD. Jay says, Kings fans want defense. With Luke as the head coach, somebody needs to pull the Globetrotters move and stand on the basket. All right, man. So we're getting ready for that for the third quarter coming up right now. If Kyrie stays in Brooklyn, okay. Packers Gold says Bucks win trade. The Rockets get a good player in Lopez and an all-star in Middleton, but the Bucks get a top 5 player in Harden and a good role player in Daniel House. True. All right, ladies and gentlemen, start of the second half. Sacramento with the ball. De'Aaron Fox gives the ball to Buddy Hield. De'Aaron Fox hesitates, gets to the paint, but he gets blocked by Harry Giles III. He has to bring it back out, being guarded by Dame Lillard. Dame Dollar. De'Aaron Fox starts his dribble, can't find anybody good. Ball denied by Lillard. Nice give and go right there on the pass by Rashawn Holmes to Buddy Hield. He scores. It's 72-64. Lillard with the basketball gives it to Carmelo Anthony. Then gives it right back to Gary Trent Jr. So they went with a different lineup. Okay, Harry Giles III gives the ball to Lillard. Fakes. Nice fake by Gary Trent. Shoots the three-pointer, knocks it down. Alicia, I know that a lot of these European players, they fall for those fakes way too easy. Score 75-64, so lead back up by 11. Gary Trent's got 12 points. Harrison Barnes shoots the three-pointer, not a good shot, misses. All right, Melo with the basketball. Comes right side of the court, puts the ball between his legs, puts the ball, decides to shoot the jump shot, and he knocks it down. Melo's been feeling it since he's been in the game. It is a 13-point lead, 77-64. Here comes De'Aaron. De'Aaron gives it to Buddy Hield off the screen. Ooh, just grazes the rim on that jump shot, so he misses. Lillard kicks it out. And just like that, we have a 16-point lead as Gary Trent knocks down the three. 10:27 remaining in the third quarter. We got a timeout. And Portland has extended the lead back up to 16. Nice ball fake. And it's like Jay said, Luke Walton is your head coach. You try to say you're going to play some defense? Yeah, not happening. All right. Jay says, I mentioned Brooklyn and Milwaukee early when talking about Harden. I told you guys Harden going to the Bucks, a real possibility. Godzilla says they get a superstar and can retool the next season, one of the biggest free agencies in years. Jay says Lopez and make no sense. Wall and Middleton make no sense. What do you guys think? Brook Lopez and DeMarcus Cousins do not make sense. If I had to start, I would go with DeMarcus Cousins over Brook Lopez. And then with Wall and Middleton, I would have to go with John Wall. So I would stick with him more because he's actually a point guard. Oh, you were saying that's what you said earlier? Also remember, guys, the season begins December 22nd. December 22nd is when the season begins. That's when we're restarting again. Jay says no accountability in Milwaukee. Harden fans can blame Giannis or the head coach. I would say both Giannis and the head coach. Giannis fans can blame Harden or the head coach. Championships or clubbing. Ooh, that's a good one. You want to win a championship or you want to go to the club? That's an interesting one. Brian says, Lewis, in your opinion, what year free agency in the past or present seemed overrated? Let's see. Sorry for my yawning, you guys. Sometimes I yawn even when I'm not tired. Man, what can I say? I might have to think about that one, Ryan, but that's a good question. All right, Carmelo's got 16. Yeah, so I gotta see how this team does defensively. All right, guys, we're back. The Air Fox with the basketball. Gives it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield then gives it to Bielitsa. Oh, but looks like they turn it over again, so that's another turnover for Sacramento. All right, so the ball's given to Harry Giles III. Then give it to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent, bounce pass. Harry Giles shoots the corner jump shot. I said corner jump shot. Elbow jump shot from the left side of the floor, left wing. Good. Biggest lead of the game for Portland, 82-64, 18-point lead. All right, so ball's given to Rashawn Holmes. They give it to Buddy Hield, dribbles all the way left. Poor resistance by Portland, and he gets to the rack. Easy. So it's 82-66. We got a double screen at the top for Lillard to get free. Gives the ball to Melo. Swings it to Gary Trent Jr. Gets a screen from Melo. Melo calls for the ball back. Melo shoots a jump shot. No, he can't hit. We got a rebound outlet. Pull up three. Not a good shot. And the rebound is to Harry Giles III. Into the hands of Dame Dollar. Damian Lillard. Lillard then gives the ball to Giles III. Then gives the ball to Gary Trent. Trent shoots a deep two, and no, there's no foul call. They said the ball was deflected. De'Aaron, nice shovel pass to Bielitsa running the floor. That was beautiful. Nice play. And the score was 82-68. All right, here's Dame. All right, Lillard's holding on to that ball way too long, but then they give it Harry Giles III. And looks like they lost it. Melo's able to recover, and he knocks down the three. 85-68, Portland. The Air Fox tries to dribble, and he loses the rock. Another Kings turnover. Here come the Blazers. Lillard, he wanted to pull up for that three. Melo, give it to him. He's red hot, but he has to stop. See, the old Melo would have just jacked up that shot. Look at that. He gives the ball. Gives it to Ellaby, who then gives it to Gary Trent. Nice ball fake. Puts up the floater, and he can't get the roll. Offensive rebound by Harry Giles, and he can't put it in. They give it to Fox. Back to Harrison Barnes. Try to dump it to Harrison Barnes. In the post. Barnes tries to move, and he draws a foul. Anyway, so that was a nice move right there. All right, so the first free throw is good for Harrison Barnes. We still have 7:37 remaining in this third quarter. All right, and did he make the free throw? Yes, he did. So the score is now 85-70, 15-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right, so was that Ellaby? Yes, Ellaby gets the ball real quick, tries to put the ball off the glass, but he can't hit. And we got a three-pointer hit. Trying to see by who. It's not you, De'Aaron, somebody else. And the score is now 83-75. All right, Lillard gets the ball. Shoots a three-pointer. Oh, but he airballs it. Ah, man. So the Blazers turn it over. All right, Rashawn Holmes gets the ball to Hill, takes a step back three-pointer, and the ball spins in and out. But that was not a good shot by Bud Hill. Here's Melo. Melo, elbow jumper, knocks it down again. Melo is K-O-O-K-I-N-G, cooking. 87-73. We got a three-pointer that is hit. All right, so 87-76 now. Dame Dollar's got it. Shoots the same style of three he hit on Paul George in the playoffs just a couple seasons ago, but he missed. De'Aaron Fox decides to take a step back three. When is De'Aaron Fox going to understand he's not a three-point shooter? The Blazers decide to slow it down as Damian Lillard decides to call a play. And so we got a miss. Harrison Barnes pushes it up. Buddy Hield drives left, gets in post position, takes a turnaround like he's Kobe, misses. And it looks like we got a foul on, it will be on De'Aaron Fox. Let me see. Let me go into the chat real quick. I see what you're saying. So the ball's inbounded to Carmelo Anthony. Then give it to Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar dribbles left. Tries to kick it out. Ball's deflected. The ball's getting a good swing by the good ball movement. Derrick Jones, he rattles in a three and it gets the roll. And Portland leads 90-76 with great ball movement by the Portland Trailblazers. So the Kings get the ball back. Dribble handoff by Fox. Harrison Barnes lost the ball, but then the ball gets picked up right back. But excellent ball movement by the Portland Trailblazers to get that Derrick Jones Jr. three open. All right, here's De'Aaron. De'Aaron dribbles left. Gives it to Bjelica, who shoots a deep three, but it grazes the rim. Good contest by Melo. All right, Melo's got the ball on Bjelica, tries to go behind the back. See, that's the thing with Melo, man. It's like, I'm glad that you're in the NBA, but just don't start to get cute with the basketball. Jay says CJ would be better in the Eastern Conference. The East allows for more misses. All right, Damian Lillard, directing traffic. Gives the ball to Carmelo. Melo puts it on the floor. Nice block. That's Halliburton. Halliburton then kicks it out to De'Aaron. De'Aaron shoots a deep three, but it didn't matter. It looks like we got either 3-second or we got an offensive foul. And once again, they keep showing Luke Walton's face. Dame is starting to talk trash. Wait, is he starting to talk trash? No. He's just clearing out. Melo sets the screen. They get the switch. Lillard's got Harrison Barnes. Almost lost it. Fortunately, Melo picked it up. Melo puts the ball on the floor. Dribble. Gets all the way to the rack. Floats it up. Too strong. Wow. And as Harry Giles goes up, he gets blocked by Rashawn Holmes. The ball goes out of bounds and the Sacramento Kings will get the ball back. Melo fits in Portland and his defense has improved at best. He just needs to take smarter shots and not get fancy with the basketball. Anyway, 90-76 is the score. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. He has to hold it. Gives it to Rashawn Holmes. Left side of the block, then gives it to Teresa. All right, and the ball gets blocked. And out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Harry Giles III. De'Aaron Fox went to drop, but that was a nice block by Harry Giles III. Blazers playing some solid defense in the third quarter. All right, here's De'Aaron. Inbounds to Harrison Barnes. Then inbounds to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox shoots a three. Another terrible shot, and he missed badly. Off the backboard, didn't even brace rim. De'Aaron needs to stop settling for threes. CJ, pump fake. Goes up. He puts it in plus the foul. Nice play by CJ McCollum. But CJ is, not only is he lazy, but CJ is very irresponsible, man. That dude does not like to pass the ball. Look at that pump fake getting De'Aaron Fox in the air like that. That was a nice play. It looks like we got another timeout. Or substitution. No, that's another timeout. So the Portland Trailblazers are up by 16, 92-76 right here on the Lewis Sports Network with 3:40 remaining in this third quarter. Getting Covington has mellowed defensively and offensively. Oh, absolutely. G-Money says Harden plays a lot of ISO and needs to utilize the mid-range game like he did in OKC. Ryan says, and is it considered still an all-time? He still does it? Oh, yeah. Also, Harden is kind of acting like a child. He does the cooking celebration thing after he hits a three. Yep. Fox needs to utilize his athleticism to get to the rim and not settle for too many. Oh, in love with the jump shot? True that. True that. Let me see something here. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of dudes streaming the Clippers-Lakers game tonight. And we're still on commercial break. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Now I remember. Okay, what I was going to do is click here. Nope, can't do that one either. So they're just showing the Kings not really trusting each other with the basketball, and they're just forcing plays that aren't there. It's part of the reason why they're down 16 right now, 92-76. There we go. That's where I originally wanted to go. Okay, there's Terry Stotts looking at a piece of paper. I wonder what that could be. All right, so we got a miss. And we got the rebound so that was Harrison Barnes. There's De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox gives it he tried to give it to Halliburton, but the ball was deflected. And De'Aaron got his shoulder yanked right there, but they didn't call it. Harrison Barnes dribbles left, but he loses the ball, fumbles it. Another turnover by the Kings. CJ McCollum goes behind the back, gets screen from Cantor, dribbles, tries to bounce pass from Cantor, but it was going out of bounds. So that bounce pass was tough. Couldn't get it. Here comes Sacramento. All right, Rashawn Holmes with the ball. Gives it to De'Aaron Fox. They swing it to Harrison Barnes and then Halliburton. Pump fakes Melo. Has nowhere to go. What's that Daniel House, my bad. No, it wasn't. No, it was Melo. It was Melo. I keep forgetting. I was like, wait, what? Daniel House? I'm like, wait, he's in Houston. But anyway, Rashawn scores a layup. It's 92-78. Just under 3 remaining in this third quarter. So McCollum gives it to Cantor. Pushes the defender to get the ball back. Nice shovel pass by C.J. McCollum. That ball was too short. It was blocked by Rashawn Holmes. The ball was kicked. Portland will keep the possession. And it looks like Melo is out for the rest of this quarter. He'll sit. All right, so the ball is inbounded to C.J. McCollum, giving the ball to Enes Kanter, then gives the ball to Robert Covington, drives all the way right. Beautiful scoop layup. I'm surprised they didn't call goaltend. But the ball was spinning out anyway. Harrison Barnes tries a Euro step, tries to kick it out, and he turns it over again. And just like that, another turnover. Harry Burton picks it up. Harrison Barnes takes it all the way to the basket, tries to hand it off. He kicks it out. Glenn Robinson III misses the jumper. Who's got the rebound? It is. Looks like it's Simons. All right, Cantor in the post, faces a double. McCollum gets open, shoots a three-pointer, too strong. And the rebound was supposed to be for Rashawn Holmes, but the ball goes out of bounds and Portland will maintain possession. Shout out to Ravens number 8. Appreciate you coming through. Anyway, okay. Cantor dribble handoff to C.J. McCollum, finds Derrick Jones Jr., gets all the way to the rack, puts it up, and he puts it in. Nice play by Derrick Jones Jr. Okay. Glenn Robinson III, wow, he airballed a jump shot at the free throw line. Let that be known. Derrick Jones gives it to C.J. McCollum. They swing it. Covington tries to go with the left hand after the Euro misses. Cantor tried to put it up. He misses. Covington, double team. Can't find it. And the Blazers turn it over. And we got a bump foul by C.J. McCollum. That was a nice play by Derrick Jones, taking the ball to the cup, being able to score. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. That's a good point, Jay. Corey Joseph, wow. He dribbled so hard, he almost lost the balance. Good deflection by Derrick Jones Jr. to put the ball out of bounds. Jones is kind of huffing and puffing out there. It's got to be the pace of play. But again, salute to Ravens number 8. All right, Corey Joseph. He's dribbling, and we got a stoppage in play. Just under a minute remaining, 48.8 seconds remaining in this third quarter. It is a 94-78 game in favor of the Portland Trailblazers. We got one more quarter left. Corey. Wow, this is the free throw at the free throw line. Harden has to win a championship in order for the curse to be lifted, because if they don't, all that he's going to be remembered for is how he blew those games against the Warriors and not being able to perform in the playoffs. And we got an offensive foul on Alabi. So Sacramento with another turnover. there's Daquan Jeffries. He checks in. So the ball's given to Covington and then given right back to C.J. McCollum. C.J. gets the screen, decides to shoot a free throw line jumper and knock it down. I don't like the shot, though, but he did knock it down. So the score is 96-78. McCollum's only 5 of 13 today. He's got 12 points. All right, they swing the ball. They swing it. And a three-pointer is hit. I forgot the name of that player. Forgot who he was. Oh, is that Frank Kaminsky? No, is that Frank Kaminsky? It doesn't look like Frank Kaminsky. Could be wrong. Anyway, 4 seconds. TJ McCollum tries to dribble the heck out of the ball, and he gets fouled by Corey Joseph. CJ's laughing. CJ kind of smiled. He wanted that, but he couldn't get it. Again, guys, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right, so we got a miss, and that is the end of the third quarter by C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. So through three, Sacramento struggles defensively. They let the Blazers go off. Well, not totally, actually. They only allowed 24 points in the third quarter, but it's still a 15-point game. They actually increased their lead, but that's because Sacramento only scored 20. They only scored 19 in the third. So the score is 96, Portland, 81, Sacramento, right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Smash that like and hit that subscribe. Jay says, right, Ryan. Regular season is a blueprint. That's all it is. Yeah, you make your name in the playoffs. It's like the old saying goes, regular season, you make your name. Playoffs is where you make your fame. I believe that's how it goes from the model. But I got to say, some of these Blazers have looked really good. Damian Lillard's looked really good. Melo has been really good. And you can also see that the Blazers are actually doing very well on the defensive end. So they're playing defense. Wow, they got a Carl Jr.'s Monster Thicker Burger. That looks like a lot. All right, guys, so we got one more quarter left for this preseason game. Wow. Man, my body is so sore from working out on Wednesday still. So this is the start of the fourth quarter. We got a 15-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. 96-81 is the score. Well, I will say that the good thing that I noticed is that at least the Blazers are in their arena again. I can say for all these NBA teams. The only issue is the fans. You know that the fans are what make that arena. Actually, I can't just say that arena. What the fans do to all NBA arenas of their favorite team. Because that now means that the people at the concession stands can come to work. That's not the case. But look at the efficiency. Carmelo, 21 points on 8 of 13. Gary Trent, 15 on 6 of 11 shots. 6 of 11. And Harry Giles has got a double-double. And this is before the fourth quarter, y'all. But what they got to understand is they're always going to get great shots as long as the basketball moves. All right, so the Blazers start with the ball in the fourth quarter. C.J. McCollum then gives the ball to Derrick Jones Jr., who tried to run the pick in the basket. Ball almost gets stolen again. It was deflected by Halliburton. Here comes Covington. Covington goes to the basket, and then he gets it stolen. The Blazers with another turnover. The Kings have numbers. Oh, and Halliburton almost knocks down the three, but he misses the shot. Here comes C.J. McCollum. Drives. Kicks it out. Covington for three, and he drains it. 99-81 Portland. I just like the activity defensively by Portland. I've been impressed. All right, so the ball's given to B. Elite. No. Is that Kaminsky? Yes. Who just shot that three? It looks like it was Daquan Jeffries. All right, Robinson the third finishes on the layup on the putback. So it's 99-83. Here comes CJ. Pushed off a little bit. Goes behind the back. Crosses over. Puts it up. Puts it in. Plus the foul. Nice play by CJ. They're just showing the last play. They just moved the ball. And when they swung at the Covington and he hit that three-pointer, nice block inside. And then they caused the miss, but then the tip in by Robinson the third. All right, so C.J. McCollum knocks down the free throw to complete the three-point play. Scores now 102-83. And Robinson the third gets into the paint easy and puts up the shot, and he gets the bounce. So 102-85. McCollum off the screen. Puts it up. Puts it in. Wait, do they call it? No, it looks like they don't count it. They don't count the basket. They say the foul happened. The foul occurred before the shot. Alrighty, so both free throws were made by McCollum, so it is 105-85. Kaminsky putting the ball on the floor. He gets the ball back. He shoots a three-pointer, knocks him down. Nice stroke by the big man. Pause. 105-88. My hand's a little itchy. All right, see. Jim McCollum with the basket. He gives the ball to Derrick Jones Jr. Put the move on Glenn Robinson III. Here's McCollum. Pick and roll action with Cantor. He puts it up, but he can't get the roll. He misses. What hurts Cantor is that he's not as athletic. He finds a way to finish around the basket, but it has to be through a lot of fakes. Kaminsky misses the three. It's got to be head, shoulder, face. He has to do a little bit of everything to try to get free. C.J. McCollum pushes off, and he gets called for the offensive foul, and that's a good call because he pushed off. Pushed off what? The rookie? Man, I noticed when they showed him, they just quickly got rid of it. Almost like to say that the family's already moved on, but it is what it is. All right, Enos Cantor with the ball. Then gives it to Simons. Simons puts the ball between. Oh, no, that's Alabi. Sorry. Another Blazer turnover. Fortunately for Portland, it's not affecting them right now because they're up 15. All right, here goes C.J. McCollum. He gives the ball to Simons. Simons shoots a jump shot. Did he get the roll? Yes, he did. 107-90. All right, Kaminsky gives the ball. Nice fake. Gets to the Robinson the third. He gets blocked, but the ball goes out of bounds. Nice play by Derrick Jones Jr., and that's why it was important to get him because you see what he does for you athletically at his size. So that was a great pickup by the Portland Trailblazers. Great pickup. Frank the Tank can stretch the floor, and I will give the Kings pick and pops on the perimeter. Okay, so looks like we got a timeout with 8:49 remaining in the game. The score is 107-90 in favor of Portland, 17-point lead for the Blazers. Ryan says, does anybody know when the pause thing began or became known for people to say? I've always wondered how that got started. Oh, with what I said? The only reason I said it was because some people will misinterpret what I said. The downtown shot by Kaminsky. So people would take that and kind of take that to their own. Excuse me. There we go. Dre says pause thing. People say that away from playing a video game. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I will be right back. And again, if you have not, make sure to like the video as you guys come in. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out. Come check the channel out and make sure you subscribe to the Louis Sports Network. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right here. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. All right, back to live action. All right, so we got a 107.90 game, ladies and gentlemen, and 8:45 remaining in this game. So Daquan Jeffries with the inbound. Gives the ball to Halliburton. Gets a Kaminsky screen. Gets it back to Daquan Jeffries. We got a pump fake. Dribble right. Goes up. Jones tried to come in, and he couldn't put it in. The Blazers defense has been very good in this game. Very, very good. Derrick Jones Jr. has made a huge impact in this game. All right, so we got another turnover by the Blazers. And another turnover by the Kings. And an open Derrick Jones Jr. on the dunk. Defense to offense. 19-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. 109-90. So we got a crossover. Almost a turnover. Glenn Robinson III, too strong on that floater. Halliburton saves it. Daquan Jeffries passes it. Kaminsky swings it. Glenn Robinson III. Let me see who number 10 is. He dribbles left, goes to the middle, puts it up, and he draws the foul. Let me see who that is. According to this guy, oh, Justin James. Okay, I know who you are now. Awesome. don't know who Justin James is. Well, with the way that the West is, I don't know. So we'll wait and see. Oh, it's that rookie Levins that the Blazers got. I've heard about him. So Justin James going to the free throw line to shoot 2, 109 to 91. He made the first one. Okay, G Money says he thinks the Kings will miss the playoffs and the Blazers are going to go home in the first round. Okay. No, nah, man. I just know hate from criticisms. Okay. Covington takes it to the rack, puts it up, and he draws the blocking foul. So scores 109-91, excuse me. Daquan Jeffries gets hit with the foul as Justin James made 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Covington has 6 points, 7 rebounds, but again, his points would not show like they wouldn't show on the stat sheet with how giving you the intangibles, which is why the Blazers picked them up. But again, I got to see what offense they run. But so far, they've looked good through one, preseason game. I wouldn't go that far, G Money. Ryan, I'm not with social times or social media. No accounts, my bad. That's not me. Not accusing you as a hater. I'm just saying I know the difference of what people are alluding to for players. All right, so we got another Kings turnover. Gary Trent crosses over, gets a screen from Harry Giles, shoots the free throw line jumper, misses the shot. The Blazers really like to set a lot of screens. I noticed that. All right, so look, we got a new player in. Frank Kaminsky gets tripped and he gets fouled. Well, like I said before, at least with Kawhi, he came out to the media and said that the Clippers have got to be better. He could have easily made an excuse, but he didn't do that. Paul George is still making excuses right now. We're in game 1. All right, so 3-point shot is missed, and Kaminsky got pushed. He definitely got pushed by Harry Giles III. Let's see, who is the other player? Kyle Guy. What in the world? Kyle Guy. Anyway, Halliburton with the ball. Gives it to Kyle Guy, who eludes. Well, he eluded Robert Covington, but he couldn't hit the shot on that force shot. Blevins with the 3-pointer misses the shot. Here comes Kyle Guy. Never heard of him. Kyle Guy, the ball is way deflected by Robert Covington. All right, so we got 6:09 remaining in this game. All right. Daquan Jeffries sits out. Who just checked in? Oh, Robert Woodard II. Okay. And the Kings turn it over again. All right, Ellaby's got the basketball. Oh, but he dribbles it off his foot. Oh, that was dangerous. All right, so the foul is going to be on. No, not on Kyle Guy. That was on Justin James. Just getting an undercut like that is never a good feeling. All right, Giles III. Here's the ball. Was that Covington? I think that was Covington. Yes, that was Covington, and he knocks down the 3. That was a big-time shot. All right, and Harry Giles III with the jam on the turnover. Another turnover by the Kings, and it's a 23-point lead. 114-91 is the score. All right, here goes a crossover by Halliburton. Gives it to Justin James for three. Doesn't make it. Terrible. Offensive rebound, Robert Wood at the second. But Gary Trent loses the ball going out of bounds. Looks like Gary Trent is okay. Limping a little bit. He taught us to Halle Berry. That'd be funny. Chuck did that for clout, man. He was just that. Okay, G Money, don't put me and you in the same sentence. I appreciate that. Thank you. Just speak on your own, son. You can say your objective. You don't got to say me and you. I know where I stand on basketball. And looks like we got another player that checked into the game. Who is this player? Gotta get used to these names. Wait, he was wearing number 25. Wait a minute, I don't see. Ellaby shoots a three-pointer and he misses. Rebound is to Justin James. Justin Gaines gives it to Kyle Guy. They swing it. And looks like we got another player that came in. I didn't even see. Oh, Ramsey. Ramsey hits the three. No, that's not Jalen Ramsey from the Rams. 114-96. 18-point lead. Blevins goes for the, looks like we got a offensive foul on Robert Covington. It's been a lot of turnovers by both teams, man. All right, so Kyle Guy gives the ball to number 25. I got to figure out who he is. He gets the ball back from number 3, and he puts it up, and he puts it in. He scores. So it's 114-98. Just under 4 remaining in this game. Wait, who was that again? No. Oh, that was Ramsey. But who's number 25? It's not Whiteside. Who is that guy? Wait, I started to see it now. Oh, Mato. I'm surprised they didn't show him in the lineup here. Oh, look at Damian Lillard. He acting like the coach now. Lillard is the coach. All right, so we're on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3:49 remaining in this game. 114-96 is the score. Oh, currently in the NBA, a LeBron fan celebrates a Denver loss. What can you say, you know? What can you really honestly say, Jay? You know, that's really all you can say. Yo, man, salute to everybody that came up, showed up, and showed out on this stream. The Kings are just a boring team. I mean, that's your personal opinion, Karan, but Sacramento Kings fans would beg to differ when it comes to going against you. So, I get it, but that's almost kind of basically saying don't yuck somebody's yum. I mean, if you look at the Thunder team last year, some people would say, "Oh, the Thunder, they just, they suck." Like, what's so, Ain't nothing cool about them to watch. They're not fun to watch. What's to watch about the Thunder? The Thunder took me by surprise, and like I said, they played great. Yeah, Sacramento's a break from the Cowboys. Yeah, look at it this way. That's the positive about this. Like Jay says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's basketball. You can see my Denver fan account. Jay, what you just said about Kawhi is what I've always said about him to people who don't give him the respect he needs just because he's not outspoken in the media like everybody else. Kawhi don't like talking to the media. You can tell that the media is trying to become his best friend so they could get info out of him. And he just doesn't allow that because he's not a social media person. So, but it doesn't mean to say that Kawhi doesn't talk or Kawhi's not able to be social with people. You can. It's just different. Listen, whoever says Dame is better than Steph Curry, they just fall in love with Dame's offense when he goes off. But he's been thoroughly outplayed by Steph Curry in the times that they've met in the playoffs. Steph is a better overall point guard than Dame Lillard. Uh-oh, they go Rodney Hood. I'm so hood, Rodney Hood. I'm so hood, Rodney Hood. All right, Harry Giles the third at the free throw line makes the first, 115.98. Bro, that's a lot of draft picks for OKC. I just hope they don't become like the Boston Celtics. All right, Harry Giles makes most free throws, 116-98. All right, so Kyle Guy gives it a Mato. Mato gives it a Ramsey. Ramsey dribbles, shoots a long three, but he can't hit. Rebound is to Harry Giles III. Gives it to Jerry Jones, who then gives it to Ellaby. Okay, now you see that's the thing. Once I get like the names of like these players like one time, I'm like good to go now. Ellaby gives the ball to Harry Giles III, and looks like we got a foul out Mato, is it? Or oh wow, what happened to Nurkic? Almost didn't recognize him. What in the world? Brother did that to his damn hair? What the hell? They could be. We'll see what moves they make. I just hope they don't end up like the Boston Celtics. No, there's nothing meaningless about a player who's not outspoken. They just do things quietly. That's it. They let their game do the talking. So Gary turned up the free throw line. It is 117-98. They should have ended the Curry and James Harden debate. Yeah, but like I said again, they do this for clout. So they do this for you. They do this to click, so that you guys could go, what? They said all this? What were they talking about? How could they say that? There's no way they're so and so. They do it for clout. That's something I had to learn. 119.98, 21-point lead. Mato. Didn't know he could shoot that deep. Looks like that's not really his range. All right, Gary Trent Jr. brings the ball up, gets in post position, switches to face up, shoots a jump shot, but he misses. Okay, Kyle Guy's got the basketball, goes all the way to the paint. Nice pass to Justin James. He tried to flush it, but then he ends up getting the foul on Harry Giles III. And there's Nurkic again. I can't believe he changed his hair. He looks so different. I didn't even recognize it. Bro, but it looks like his hair is growing over his head, like his forehead, and it's like covering. Pretty soon it'll be covering his eyes if he's not careful. Oh, he's Bosnian Beast. right, so both free throws by Justin James are good. So the score is 119 to 100. 19-point lead for the Trailblazers. This is a good win. It was good to see the Blazers defense. All right, Blevins takes it. They tried to swing it to Derrick Jones Jr., but the ball was deflected by Justin James. So heads up play by him. Okay, Ellaby with the ball. He shoots a jump shot with the left hand. Oh, nice rainbow swish right there. That was nice. 121-100 Portland. All right, the ball is given to. All right, Kyle Guy shoots a jump shot. The ball is flat. Wow, that ball is going everywhere. And there's Ramsey on the acrobatic windmill layup, as I like to call it. So it's 121-102, just under 2 remaining in this game. It's clear that the Blazers are going to win this game. All right, so the ball is given to Gary Trent. All right, Harry Giles shoots a three-pointer. He stepped back, but he shoots an air ball. Why would he take that shot? It's not a good shot. The Blazers shot 52% from three-point range. They made 17 threes, while the Kings are at 33%. There's Kyle Guy taking it to the rack, and he draws the foul. Oh, wait, so they called an offensive foul? So they called an offensive foul. Huh. So we got Club Harden, Club Studio Dame, and they can all be on Club Shay Shay. There you go. 3 clubs at one time. As Harry Giles III knocks down the jumper, 123-102, 21-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers. Mato tried to bounce pass it. Oh, that's Woodard. There you go. Woodard the second. Like I said, I'm gonna remember these names. All right, here comes Kyle Guy. Gives it off to Ramsey. Ramsey decides to take a step back 3, but he can't hit. Under a minute remaining. Here comes Blevins. Takes it all the way to the rack. Stutter step, hesitation, and takes it to the rim, and he scores. 125-102. I think the one thing I was impressed with is how well defensively the Blazers played. And moments when they started to go isolation, they went to moving the ball. They forced another turnover. Harry Giles with the windmill dunk. I mean, that's pretty much done right there. 40.7 seconds remaining. Just coming to me like, whoo, that's nasty. Whew. That windmill is nice. Y'all still talking about the 2019 Western Conference Finals? Portland don't deserve a pass. That was a depleted Warriors team that they got swept by. And Harry Giles draws the offensive foul. And look at him, man. He's giving them energy. This is good. I mean, he is going up against his former team, but he's giving them that energy, giving them the windmill. I think the Blazers got athletically better. You add Giles, you have Derrick Jones Jr., you get Covington. Like I said, if they can play a system, this is a dangerous team. Ellaby for 3. He can't hit. All right, the rebound is to Mato. Gives it to Ramsey. They're just going to dribble out the clock. Yes, I did the full game, folks. And who was that? Oh, Justin James. Kicks it out to Mato, misses the jump shot. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Portland Trailblazers. They win their first game of the preseason, 127-102. Harry Giles III. I was impressed with the way he played, man. Gave them energy, gave them defense, was able to score, put the ball on the floor. The Blazers just did a great job overall as a team making plays. I'm concerned about CJ, though. That dude just wants to play his isolation basketball. I thought Melo did a good job defensively, and offensively, he looked really good. I heard he was looking good in the preseason. So I'm telling you. Looking good. Gotta admit that was a very good performance by Portland. Yeah, but their injuries didn't hurt as much as Golden State's did, though. And Unobi is a big piece, don't get me wrong, but not as much as the Warriors. You're missing Boogie Cousins, who could have helped them with their inside scoring. And then obviously you're talking about Kevin Durant. Like, what do you do when you can't stop a guy that could pull up from 30, put the ball on the floor, skill set unmatchable, and scores so effortlessly? So we always get sus Westbrook. Oh, wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man. So Blazers win by 25. Everybody was looking good in this game for the Trailblazers. Wow, we got, what is it? They got 6 guys in double figures led by Carmelo Anthony, 21 points in 23 minutes. Harry Giles gave 18 and 14 in 25 minutes. Great production. Gary Trent, 18 off the bench. You got McCollum with 18, Lillard with 15, Derrick Jones Jr. with 15. So overall, just a great team effort by Portland. Sacramento, they just look like they're just going to have one of those years again by the way that they're playing. De'Aaron Fox was a non-factor. He shows me he hasn't really improved that jump shot. Buddy Hield finished with 23. Harrison Barnes had 16. No other player finished with 10 points other than those 3. So they only had 3 in double figures. All right. And the Blazers finished shooting 50.5% compared to 36% for the Sacramento Kings. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this was a pretty good stream. First time in a while. Salute to those who were able to make it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. This is your boy, Lewis Sports Network. As Ryan always says, we chat together, we stream together, we're family for life. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I will try to see if I could do a game tomorrow. If I can't do a game tomorrow, I will definitely do a game on Sunday. But y'all already know how my motto always goes, man. Bless up, live, laugh, love, like, share, subscribe, continue to share these live streams and share my uploaded videos. Again, you can check out my uploaded videos that I put up earlier today. So make sure you guys go check that out. And Lewis Sports Network always says, man, and I'm gone.
In the air, left field, and Pools has given St. Louis the lead. A dramatic, towering 3-run home run.
Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray keeps it downfield. It's caught. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers. Kevin Durant from downtown. It's a 6-point game.